And hello and welcome and thank you for
Nice.
joining us. Hello, we've got
Hi.
all of these
Hello.
all one place, aren't we? Clever. So, welcome very much to this live stream tonight. With this is the Eurovision version, right? This is that's what I'm calling this. This is Eurovision. This is what I've been telling the family, and we've got some really cool things that we want to chat about tonight and chat with you about tonight. But before we get started, we will just go around the room and everyone's just going to introduce themselves and tell us about their channel. Anyone can start.
Okay. I'm Pernilla. I'm from Mind on Mind, and I talk a lot about the mind and how we can use our mind to our advantage and, make it work for us instead of against us. And I talk a lot about unhelpful thinking, things like overthinking, self doubts, worries, and things like that. And I try to inspire people to do these simple exercises to change their thinking. Yeah.
Nice.
Fantastic. Oh, I'll dive in next, Pernilla. Lovely to see you all. And Kaz, thanks for having us on this channel. It is amazing.
You're welcome.
Just thrilled to bits to be
You're
here.
having fun already. I love it.
I'm Marvarine. My channel is Midlife with Marv. I'm based in the UK, in Birmingham, which is England's second city. I'm a coach and my background is a journalist. And I talk about life in midlife or women in midlife. And I'm just coming from an angle of offering some personal advice and sharing life lessons to help other women navigate things like wanting to get a new job, change career, have more self-confidence, mindset, overcoming limiting beliefs, kind of all the things that I've been through and have managed to change and be able to thrive. And I guess having taught and trained and mentored over the years lots of women to do what they want to do, lots of my friends would go, well, Marv, we call you Mummy Marv and we always ask you for advice and all this sort of stuff, which is kind of crazy because I'm not a mom, I don't have kids, but people feel like they always want to ask me how I would do things and my advice. So I kind of thought this platform would be a natural way to do more of that and reach more women and help more women, hopefully.
Amazing. Thanks, Marv.
Amazing.
Marie, you're up.
Okay. Yes, I'll go. Yes, hi everyone. I'm actually very nervous now. We've gone live. I was fine before. It was a Zoom call. But anyway, I've gone nervous. Okay, so my name is Marie. I live in Spain. I've been here for 25 years now. And I'm originally from the UK, from Portsmouth, which is, you may know, Marv.
Yeah.
You may know Portsmouth. Anyway, I'm here and I decided to start a YouTube channel. In fact, when I started it, it was very different to what it is now. And now I make motivation videos, meditation videos. And really, it's all about me putting my experience and I think a lot of mental health struggles into meditation to help other people. I don't know if I'm explaining myself very well, but that's what I do. So my channel is all about motivation, meditation, affirmations, and I try to make it all as realistic as possible. Each meditation is very much based on a realistic point of view, or the affirmations are very realistic. I don't want to give that kind of toxic positivity vibe. So yes, that's me.
Nice.
Got very nervous then. Thank you.
Nice.
Nerve-wracking. Anyway.
Well, I guess it's my turn. Hi, I'm Jase. I'm based in the UK too. Guys, thank you very much for this opportunity. And I've checked you guys' channels, and I'm so happy that Marv, you're in the UK too. And I'm learning Spanish, so I have new friends, and I'm into meditation and mindset. So it's great. I love this life. It's meeting new people and making connections. Anyway, so my channel is all about for me, life starts at 50. 50 is just freedom. It's like, I don't know, it's a superpower. Like you can do anything when you're 50. You don't care about, what people say, etc. But my channel is about traveling because that's my passion. My name is Jase Nomad. Nomad in French is a nomad, somebody who's always on the road. And also on my channel, I show that traveling is not just for specific people. You know, you don't have to be how do you call it, rich to travel, because often
Yeah.
people say, how can you travel so much? It's a priority for me, you know. And so that's what I show on my channel, traveling. And lately, and where I have this on my head, it's I'm embracing my identity as an African born, and so I want to show Africa to the world, you know, change the narrative in on Africa. So I travel through Africa and showcase what you can, and invite people to come and visit the continent and see what that continent has to offer. So yeah, that's me.
Amazing. And we're so excited. When are you going on your 7-day silent retreat? We're
Oh
trying
my
to
God.
get into that a little bit after, but when are you going? Must
Next
be
week.
soon.
Next week.
Next week.
It's so yes. I'm
Oh my
scared.
goodness.
Yeah,
Yeah.
excited and scared at the same time.
Totally. It sounds full on. I just watched your whole live on that. Has someone got
thank
like
you.
something playing in the background, maybe?
Yeah,
Can
there's
everyone
like
hear
a
some
echo.
kind of
Beep beep.
yeah,
beep?
just
Yeah,
a little bit of
I hear it too.
it just sounds like a little bit of radio or something in the background, doesn't it? But maybe it's gone now.
No radio, eh?
No.
No, it's not a radio. No. Can no one hear anything? It could be my own.
I can hear
something.
I
something.
hear
What it
it.
is.
Backgroundy noise, yes.
I hear it, yeah, too. And the echo as well coming.
I think
Is it
it's
me?
just, I don't know what it is because
Oh, can you hear? Can you hear an
mystery.
echo? Can you hear an echo, Jase, from everyone or just me?
Oh, there it is. I can hear it
There
there.
it is. What is that? No
Marv, you look so.
Someone's got a poltergeist. Okay,
yeah.
in their computer.
I'm just checking like if there's any screens I'm rolling behind this, and I'm not, so I don't know what it is.
We're all wearing those, right? The headphones.
Yes.
No,
But not
no,
everyone.
I'm not wearing.
Everyone.
I'm not
Yes.
wearing them. Should I wear them?
No, I don't. You don't. You don't need to.
Sometimes StreamYard
Is it better
does
to
like
wear
a
them?
bit of,
You don't have to.
yeah.
All right. Well, it's kind of gone now,
See how it's
isn't
I'm
it?
going to try mine. Hang on, let me just see.
It's so weird.
Just put these in.
I think it's gone now.
Can you
It's
still
quiet
hear me?
now.
I still hear
Yeah,
it.
to hear.
And hello, Mel runs things. Is that your friend?
It was me. I'm so
hello,
sorry.
Mel runs things. Yeah, Mel's
Oh,
one
was
of
it?
my lovely
Oh, it's
fans.
one of
And I'm
yours,
a fan of
Mel.
Hello,
hers as
Mel.
well. So Mel's amazing. We're all amazing. This is the thing. We're all sitting
Everyone's
here. Like
amazing.
it's just it's so
Yeah.
gratifying, like to meet women in the same boat. We're all trying to do the same thing. We're all trying to serve an audience and give them value and entertain them or inspire them and what have you. And it's just wonderful to be part of such a movement.
It really
It's
is.
crazy. It's a crazy
It
thing.
really is.
Crazy thing. It's a good thing.
We
Yeah.
love it. We love it. And just
And
just for
it's
you
all,
watching,
it's all
if
thanks
you
to
want to
Karen
copy,
as well.
well, that's okay. Yeah, we all
Oh,
sort of
sorry, I just
rallied.
said it's all thanks to Karen.
Thank you, Marie. All right. Okay. So for me, my name is Karen, and my channel is YouTube Over 40, which of course brings in over 50, over 60, over 70, because I'm 54. But I named my channel YouTube Over 40 because I thought that seems to be part of the lexicon, like YouTube Over 40. So I thought, let's just have a go at riding that wave. And obviously it's all the ages after that. So yeah, let's get into our first questions. And anyone can start. But why did you choose YouTube and decide on your channel? How did you decide on your channel?
I'll have a quick go at this one then. So yeah, some of my friends would say, "Oh, Mummy Marv asking you for advice." Although interestingly, they ask me for advice and I'll give it, but I've never really thought that anything that I'd been through in my life was worth talking about publicly. And so I've been like a journalist for 22 years, and I've done very few interviews about me and my life as a journalist. I'm not a big star. I don't lead a show. I have anchored news programs and hours of news programs and things, but I'm not a big celebrity in the UK. And so I've always just kind of done my job, reporter, whatever, anchor, and gone home. But it was about a year ago, a younger journalist came to me and said, I found one interview about you, Marv, that I'd done maybe in COVID, where it was talking about diversity and after George Floyd's murder and all that sort of thing. And she found an interview that I'd done with a news website about the importance of diversity in the media. Very few journalists in the UK are black, like 0.2%, like that many. And this young journalist said to me, her name's Abby, she said, I found that really interesting. And she said, I couldn't find any more about you. Why don't you talk more about how you've gotten to where you are? And I was like, no one's interested. Right? She's going, you're wrong. She said, I think you're really wrong. And if you ever want to do anything, like if you ever want to bounce around ideas about, creating a weekly email or something like that, let me know, and I really want to work with you. And I'm like, okay. And she kept coming back to me, and I kept going, no, what are you talking about? No. And she eventually kind of wore me down, bless her. This is like reverse mentoring, because she's in her 20s. She wore me down, and she said, and I think it's such a beautiful thing that you can learn from young people in this way. She made me realize that, I do have value where I thought I didn't have anything valuable to say. And she helped me kickstart my weekly emails. I have a Substack called Moments. And then that just snowballed into me coming back to an idea I had through COVID to train as a coach, to study as a coach. Couldn't do it at the time, but I came back to it and I did my study. And I've just kind of awakened into trying to help others on a different way, in a platform. And then I started investigating YouTube when I saw Rob the Maritimer's video, his viral one, like, get on it.
Get on it.
Right. And I just went, maybe I should. And it's all been kind of spaghetti at the wall since then, but just trying. And I pray and hope that what I say can reach more women. And I know there's so much work to do around how to do it well, and there's so much advice, but I'm doing my best.
Yep, you're doing a beautiful job. So Mapendo MK, hey, beautiful girls from Cape Town.
Hi, Mapendo.
Enjoying the show. Hello. Thank you for joining us.
Oh, that's lovely.
What about you, Marie?
I knew you were going to come to me. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, sounding good.
Yeah, okay. Okay, so mine's probably a little bit of a different story. Oh, God, I sound like I'm really loud. Just
You're not.
Turn down the volume slightly. So, am I not? It sounds to me like I'm very loud. Anyway, last year was a bit of a difficult year, and it was complicated. My son was taken into hospital with health issues, and various things happened. For economic reasons, I teach English over here. I have done for the last 20 years. So I had to get a job at the weekends. So I was working in a supermarket at the weekends, which was a real contrast, obviously, to my day job. But I needed the money, and that was what I did. So that's what I did. For health reasons, at Christmas, I had to stop, and I was seriously burnt out. So I just thought, right, that's it. Because I work in companies, give classes in companies and stuff as well. And I don't know, it just came to me. It was like, right, I'm going to get on YouTube, because I saw it as an investment in myself to be creative, love creativity, obviously an investment in my future. Economically, I'm not going to lie. I would be lying if I didn't think that. And just an investment in general, like I said, and also, like, I would say a test to myself that I could be consistent with something. So that was when I started my channel. My channel was all over the place. I had no niche, as Mrs. Paula does retirement says, at the beginning. I just wanted to try everything and put myself on camera. which I find very difficult. And I think that's why I kind of changed over to the voiceover side of things. But yeah, and that's how I got started. So I started on January the 10th, and it was a journey, but it happened. And
January
I'm really
the 10th
glad to be
this
here.
year or last year? This year?
This year.
Amazing.
Yeah,
Amazing.
it took
Look
a
at the growth
while.
of your channel in just what,
Now,
5 months?
yes. Now, yes, it's doing really well. But it's such a, I don't know, I just feel really blessed that I'm able to do this. I did change my channel name and different things, and it's just been such a learning journey and growth, personal growth, learning so much about tech, YouTube, I don't know, and researching into everything, and just also being able to give my personal experience in a way that hopefully serves other people, if that makes sense. So yeah, that's me.
It does. And hello, broke but bountifully blessed Carol.
Hey.
Hello.
I love that name.
And
Actually. Is that her channel name? Broke but bountifully blessed. I love that name. Carol, we need more details on that, right?
and we have
dear.
Emmy popping in to say hello. Hello, Emmy.
Hi, Emmy. She's off to Marks and Spencer's to do the weekly shop. Good girl.
I did describe you to my family as Lady Penelope, Emmy, because they were all looking at you, just could not believe your age and everything. And I said, I know. Why is she not on all the L'Oreal ads and all the things,
Right?
Even though, but yeah, I think that you're quite the Lady Penelope with your number one ladies club. Thank you so much for popping in and saying hi. Carol, Emmy.
I found a channel called Tuber Chat. That's been helpful in getting new subs and watch hours. Thanks, Carol.
Interesting.
Nice advice.
So what is Tuber Chat?
Ooh.
Never heard of it.
No.
Okay, tell us, Carol, what is Tuber Chat? Getting new subs and watch hours.
Groovy. We shall look that one up.
Yeah, I think so.
All right,
I love
Jase, would
the
you like to
name.
go next?
Yeah, sure. So this is my second channel. I have a friend channel that I started like over 2, maybe 3 years ago now. And that channel, I started the same way as Mari was saying. I did everything and anything, and I got lost in that channel. And also because I'm a French speaker, and my family, my in-laws everywhere are there, I was keeping myself a little bit like bottled, like I couldn't speak as I wanted. So I said, let me create a second channel in English. None of them speak English. Anyway, that was one of the first reasons. But what kept me here is I wanted to create legacy for my kids, my grandkids, because you know what you put online stays. And the thing is, when my mom died, I have nothing. Like I don't have the sound of her voice. I don't have any image of her moving. I just have old pictures. So I thought by documenting my travel, by having that channel, it's something that I'm leaving for my kids, my grandkids, etc., my family to be able to look, you know, at my life when I'm not here anymore. And so, yeah, that's one of the reasons that keep me focused on that channel and try to live my best life, and also to show my kids that you can do, live your dream, no matter your age. And yeah, that's what keep me going with that channel. This
It's
channel.
Great, beautiful, love it. What about you, Pernilla?
Well, I first of all, I love YouTube. It's always been my go-to channel whenever I need to find out something or I need inspiration or motivation. I always go to YouTube for like when it came out from the beginning, I love YouTube. And since I've been through this profound transformation of, well, as you may know, I've been a very deep overthinker. And so I started to do these exercises and repeating the exercises that worked for me. And it was such like mind-blowing experience that I want to like shout it out to the world that you can really do this, and I want to reach as many as possible. So I thought YouTube is a great place to do that. And yeah, I think my journey started like I started to overthinking this for like 5 years, and I started with many ideas as you as well. And but then I was like, what do I want to do? Like the overthinking thing, and
Mm.
that's why I started with overthinking, because I wanted to get niche down. But then I realized that, but I want to talk about all these different exercises that you can
Mm.
do with the mind, and that's why I changed. I had the banner reclaiming time from overthinking in the beginning, but now I change it to creating positive minds, because
Love that.
yeah, that's what I feel like, because I felt a little bit closed with the overthinking thing, even though there are many layers of overthinking. But I want to um, sort of expand my channel now to different kind of, mindset shifts, and um, just different exercises for unhelpful thinking, which is
Mm.
huge. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
also I think the reclaiming the
Yeah.
time, like the time that you lose from overthinking, that is probably a bit tricky for people to get their heads around really quickly, right? Understand quite quickly what your channel's about. And
Yeah.
also maybe it's that, does your brain not do, what do they call it, double negatives as well, reclaiming the time lost from overthinking. But if you just say like creating, what is your new banner slogan? Creating.
Positive minds.
Exactly, right? 3 words, just do it, the whole Nike thing. I'm loving it and all of that. So yeah, that's beautiful and simple and really just positive, right? Like people don't
Yeah.
have to work to think about that. So I like that.
Yeah.
And your videos are brilliant, Pernilla. They're absolutely brilliant. And I think when I watched them, I resonated so much with the overthinking. And I was like, my God, I've wasted half my life
Yeah.
literally overthinking. So yeah, it
Exactly.
was a real wake-up call. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for your nice word. Like, the challenge for me is because it's not my language, so I always have to think before I speak.
Mm.
So I want to express myself in so many ways, but like sometimes I feel limited because the words can't come out as I want to. So
Yes.
I
so
can
thank
relate to that,
yeah,
Pernilla. Yeah.
And you
When
know
it's
what?
not your
Oh, go on.
language,
Sorry.
sorry,
Mhm.
you have to overthink sometimes
exactly.
because something can be in French easily. I can express myself, but when it's in English, I first have to make sure that I pronounce the word properly so you can understand what I'm saying. So
Mm.
it's a lot more work. Yeah,
It is. It
yeah.
is. Yeah.
Well, you know what? Having watched a lot of your videos, both of you ladies, Jase and Pernilla, I had absolutely no problem understanding you. The meaning, the passion is so much there already.
Oh,
I think, I mean, it's easy for me to say, but and we all feel what we feel, right? But I think you can release a little bit of that. It's not even anxiety, but
Yeah, a
release
little
a
bit
bit.
of trepidation, eh? Like,
Yeah,
oh,
you got it. I
yeah, you
mean,
got it. You
honestly,
got it. I would never, ever have
yeah.
thought that about either of you.
No.
And like, honestly, to be honest, if I ever see non-first language, English speakers, however you sort of say that, if I ever sort of hear someone say, oh, is that the word or something, thinking, I just think it's extremely cute and endearing. Like I really, you know what I mean? Like no one's thinking anything about that. And I certainly would have had no idea that you're having to do a little bit of work, in
oh
your
wow.
brains. But so that's
Yeah.
really helpful to know. But
Thank
But
you,
yeah, you
guys.
guys are pulling it off. You guys are pulling it off.
And are
even
you
now,
subtitling your are you captioning in different languages your content as well? because that can could
Yes.
relieve some pressure. I've just started doing that, but Jason, Pernilla, and Kaz, do you do that? Because I just found a way to do
I
it.
haven't yet.
I
No, I
have
haven't.
I have a video. I have any new ideas and things that I found over the last 5 months. I have a video on captioning. It's actually from, I can't remember the name of her channel, but I have a video on my community page.
Excellent.
If anybody wants to see how to do it, it is really easy. It's just boring. The task is boring, but it's easy.
Yeah.
But to put caption, like to speak in your native language and caption the.
So basically, you can whatever you've got your original captions in, whatever your original subtitles are in, you can then go into analytics and subtitles and ask YouTube to then translate into whatever you want: Dutch, French, German, Italian, Russian, Chinese, Spanish, you name it. It's literally got the longest list.
It's about 250, aren't there, Marv?
It's crazy, but it's also brilliant because then you never know more people will find you, and that's the beauty of it.
I used to do it
automated, like it's generating when you speak, right?
So if you've just does it? Oh, Marie, you know more than me. Marie, you've got
no. I don't know if I do it. I know how to do the subtitles part, and actually, I feel like it has more reach. Definitely.
Yeah.
Amazing. And Chef Zed, hello. Thank you so much for joining us.
Hi, Chef Zed. Hi, gorgeous ladies.
Okay, Carol. 3:30 a.m.
Yeah.
Thanks for being a trooper.
That's a trooper. That's a loyal friend.
Yay.
The rules for Tuba Chat are in their description.
That's really nice.
Amazing. Okay.
Oh, there is a little bit of feedback.
Marv, what were you going to say about the subtitles page?
Yeah.
What were you going to say about that? Sorry.
So I just found there's a video that I followed. So you go into the subtitles page of your video. I think you can. So when you edit a video, on the left-hand side, you can see subtitles down the side. You click on that, and then it comes up, and it will show auto-generated or your SRT subtitles file that you have uploaded. But then at the bottom, there is a little drop-down menu. It says Add Language. And then it literally lists, as you said, Marie, 200, loads and loads. And so what I did was to obviously do French, German, Italian, Spanish, Chinese, Hindi. Click all of those, and then it will give you the pen marker to edit, and it will say translate. So it will instantly translate your original English SRT, and you just click translate. Great, that's done. Go into French, pen, click translate. And so Google seems to instantly translate. I mean, obviously it's not foolproof. There's probably going to be some mistakes. But then you just add all the languages you want, save the edit. And then when you go and have a look at your captions on the video, you'll see it offers 9, 10 different languages, however many languages you've asked for it to translate.
Wow.
And where do you do that? Do you do that on YouTube, or do you do that in your editing? I do on YouTube in subtitles. No, you go into click on subtitles first, do your own, and then click on the other and click on any other languages that you want to do. That's what I do as well.
Yeah,
right.
But just to say, I get my SRT file from my original YouTube edit. So I edit in Premiere Pro, and I get it to create all my captions, and I work out all of my captions, and then I download the SRT file from that edit and then upload it.
That sounds so complicated.
When I'm uploading the video.
That sounds complex and complicated.
So I already have like the captions from my video that I created myself from the edit.
But when you edit your video, you can put your captions so that they automatically come up.
That's it,
which are in English, for example. I choose just English. Okay.
That's very interesting. I used to do it just in French, English, and Spanish, depending on which channel I was in. But I saw then YouTube was automatically translating. The auto translate or auto caption. If somebody in China, let's say, come on one of our videos and we haven't done it, would they be able to just have it automatically translated to their language? Or do you have to go and add what you were saying, Marv?
Yeah, you have to go and add it in the back end. That's what that's the interpretation of it. Yeah, it won't automatically go, so you're in France and I'm going to give you it in French. You have to go to the back and do it. If there's a way, I mean, I'm thinking I could do a screen record, a quick screen record and share.
I think with a screen record, it's super easy as well. I've done a couple of those with different things, and I think it's really easy. That would be great.
Oh, Karen, Kaz is here, but you're muted.
Ah, you've gone quiet.
Oh, I wonder if it's all up. Hey, ooh. I was worried.
We're back. No, everybody's gone really quiet.
I know. Do you know what? I was literally trying to figure out where that little bit of feedback is coming from.
Do you think it's me? Is it me?
No, I don't think it is. No,
I was
It's
sending
me.
one by one. It could help to check.
It could be
Do you know
my
what?
earphones. They are just like a €3 earphone from the bazaar shop down the road. The bazaar.
No, I don't think so, because I think we had it before you plug them in.
Yeah.
If anything, I'm thinking that there could be anything. Like I dropped my laptop before, like literally out on the
I
concrete
wonder.
before, and that's why like I've got my laptop charger like taped in. So I just wonder, you know what I mean, whether, because there's no reason why there should be any interference, and there's like a bit of a big chunk of black thing, so it's all a little bit, you know, Terminator looking or something over there. So I'm sorry, I hope it goes away. You know, it just all looks a bit, you know, weird and a bit broken over there.
It's like gone. Oh no, it's here.
So for me, I'm like you too, Jase. This is my second channel. Is it everyone's first channel, or did someone else say that was a second channel? I only had a tiny channel, my other one. But my first one was perfume reviews, because I love perfume, and I just watched years of perfume reviews, and then COVID hit, and you know, my son broke one of my nice perfumes, and I thought, you know what, I'm just going to sit here in my bed, and I'm just going to hit record on my iPad, and I'm going to record a video about how my son, because he was transforming the bedroom into a bit of a gym, as you did, you know, over COVID, you did all this stuff. And so I just did my first thing. And then I just thought, actually, in New Zealand, we do not get all the range and all the testers and of all the new stuff. And I just thought, I'm just going to spend years trying to cut through, because a lot of people just want the 10 best summer fragrances and all of that, you know. So it just relies on having access and all that kind of stuff. So I just thought, yeah, I'm just into like helping people, encouraging people to start YouTube if they want to. Hello, Kimberly Gibson.
Hi, Emily.
And actually, your videos, Karen, are amazing. You are born natural, I think, in front of the camera. I don't know, like when you move around and you talk about things in different ways. I don't know. I love it. I find it
thank you so much.
capturing, and I can sit there for ages, and I'm like, oh, I really resonate with that, and that's
Oh. Thank you so much. Do you know one of my videos I was doing like things to do during lockdown? I did one of those 10 things to do during lockdown, and one of them was you can just go through your old school reports or something. And I went through one of mine when I was like 11 or 12, and it had, you know, Karen just talks far too much and she really needs to pull that back. But then she seems to really enjoy drama. So, you know,
What made you choose that niche, Karen? Like the YouTube.
Jase?
That's your second channel, right?
Well, it was just a baby channel. Literally, I stopped it at 300 and something subs, but I made a lot of videos for it, and I wasn't super consistent and stuff. But, you know, every video you make, you sort of cut your teeth a little bit more, just kind of.
I think you're fantastic. You know, you doing live just now, it took me ages to be courageous enough to do lives.
Dude, I'm feeling like this is courageous. Trust me, I know. Do you know what? You know, with the lovely, gorgeous American ladies that I've been doing it with, like we were just all sort of talking like, oh, someone should really like work out how to do lives. And I'm going, yes, someone should really, that would be great. If someone could do it, someone could do it. And then we were all like in the thick of our 30-day challenge. And then at some point I thought, is this the somebody, anybody kind of, you know, nobody kind of thing? I thought, you know how sometimes when someone goes, someone needs to coach the kids or someone needs to volunteer for something, and you're thinking that. So then I thought I might just research it and just sort of do it. And so I did the 14-day free trial with StreamYard, but freaky, like seriously freaky. And now, like the American girls and I, when we came on yesterday, we just came on, we were here for 15 minutes, we were walking away, getting a cup of tea, you know what I mean? Like we just have because we know each other a bit now, but truly, trust me, I was so freaking out because I thought, and I tell you the other interesting thing too, this is, I think, really, really relevant, and hopefully, like, this will be a little bit motivating for anybody. But I used to think too, oh gosh, I really would like to go on a live stream. Like I really hope that someone who's got, who knows how to do all this stuff, I really would love to, like, someone to ask me and all of that. And that's why part of it too, I thought, well, you know what, no one, how long are you going to sit around waiting? So then you just build in public, you make mistakes on your first ones and all that kind of stuff, and you just do it. And then here we are.
Yeah.
Exactly.
We're doing it.
Yeah, it took
Honestly.
me time as well. There's something when you start lives, because I do a live every Sunday. I won't do one today because I'm an introvert, and 2 lives in a day I'll die. It'd be too much directions. But I used to be like, okay, but there's nobody watching. It's only me. It doesn't matter. It builds confidence. Today, like usually before it was taking me 1 hour to, like, I need to get ready, and now I was like 1 minute before I do my face, make sure that my face is clean, make my coffee.
Get the sleep out of your eyes.
That's so funny.
Don't prepare anything, and it's so freeing. And it's the best way to build interaction with your audience, like, to create a closer bond with your audience. It may not grow your channel as in number of subscribers. You get 1 subscriber or 2 here and there, but you build community, because that's what we want on YouTube, right? So you really get the chance to chat with your audience and interact, and it's amazing. I love it now, and it's the best way to do YouTube. There's no editing.
That's really exciting, and I think really encouraging. It's encouraging to hear that, because I've been thinking, because I've seen Karen do so many lives, and my Saturday nights are now the girls in America and Karen, which I love. That's my Saturday night live here. And I've been thinking about doing one, because I think mental health is a really big thing, and I'm not professional anyway, but I think sharing experiences and things like that could be really useful. Just a chat, like it's like a friend therapy, if you like.
Yeah,
I think it would be really nice.
Yeah, and it's so comforting knowing that you're not alone.
Yeah.
God, of course. Yeah, totally.
Totally right too. And you know what? And people can just see you being you and having a bit of a chat, and you end up by sort of talking about things that probably aren't necessarily fitting neatly into a video at this stage, that you can think of. So whatever sort of takes your inspiration.
That's exactly it. And I think when you kind of niche down, if you like, because I started off by blogging, so I've got loads of videos, but when you kind of niche down, I think I certainly found that I'm kind of scared to go anywhere. I'm like, I'm just going to stay here, and I'm like, I don't really know where to go. But I have so many things that I'd like to talk to other people about, and I have got a podcast actually, which I started, didn't finish. Yeah, I've got a podcast. I did 2 seasons, which was great. And it was super interesting, just my own experiences, things were happening. And I had quite a lot of listeners. So sometimes I just think it would be really nice to have that interaction sort of away from my channel, but with people who listen to meditation, because I feel like people who listen to meditation or just walk around and just listening to soothing music or words or whatever, often they're people who have come to some sort of light bulb moment, had a transformation, something. I find that's my own personal experience, and that's how I've got here as well. So a bit like Pernilla was saying.
Yeah.
So
amazing. And hello, Simone. We've got Simone, whip artist.
Yes, hi, Simone. We'll have to go
doing
and
your
subscribe.
beautiful work, Simone. Yes. My report would say Imogen is easily distracted and likes to distract others. I think that's a little harsh.
Oh, I love that she said that. But Kaz, thank you so much for motivating us around lives and asking us, because I don't know about you, sometimes I sit in my little bunker trying to figure out what to do with my channel.
We're all doing that, dude.
Alone.
We're all doing that. We're all in our little bunkers, like going.
Yeah.
Thinking on down.
Yeah. It can be lonely, right? It feels lonely sometimes.
Yeah.
Yes.
You need people around you that gets what you want to achieve and what you're doing.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah,
I
and the
think
And do you
live,
know what?
yeah.
Yeah,
Sorry,
and the other thing too is that, you know, if we want to do this every Sunday, you know, like this time or whatever, like I'm totally up for that too. And people can come and go, and there might be a busy weekend or whatever, because the American girls and I, we seem to be doing one. I just said, do you feel like doing one this weekend? Who's around? So we're just seriously sailing away with all that stuff. But you know what? If there's someone who has like seriously motivated me to just like, you know, try and do like solo lives and stuff, but it's Mrs. Paula does retirement.
Yes.
She does
She's
spontaneous
funny.
ones, and she just she's hilarious. And she just will just get in there and chat, and she calls it. Because I jumped into one. I left my work phone at home, and I was like just running home to sort of get it, or driving, but I was like quickly looking up, you know, to listen to something on the way home, and Paula was live, and she literally just talks about, and I'm going, oh, hey, we're chatting back and forth. And she goes, no, Karen, I just call it visiting. I'm visiting people. They're visiting me. She said, seriously, how about this? Like, I really was like all stressed about doing my first. I'm like, I just need to knock it off. I just need to do a Wednesday night and just get it out the way. And I prefer, and the family go, oh, well, should we watch you? Oh my God, don't watch me. Do not watch me. Cringe. Like, seriously, no one's going to be coming on, but that's good, right? This is not suiting anyone's time frame. And then I suddenly saw a couple of these 4 a.m. wake up people. Reva Reveals jumps on. I'm like, okay, I'm just literally about to pass out now. But so I had like stuff to talk about, and I'm like going, like looking at my stuff. And then people started coming in the comments, and I'm like chatting with them. But literally, Paula is so beautifully relaxed. She's really motivating. If you can watch some of her replays, that you just see her, she's going, oh, hi, such and such, what are you up to? And yeah, it's raining here. And I'm like, wow, that's different, isn't it? That's a really different interaction, that you're just saying hi and you're asking people what they're up to and all of that.
yeah. And it's a great escape from niching, because when you're on a live, you're free to talk about what you want, you know.
Yeah.
Yes, your subject may be something related to your channel to start with. People
Of
will
course.
ask the question unrelated. Then it's just a conversation. I just love it. And Kaz, I was in one of your live with Riva. What's her name? Riva.
Reveal.
Yes. You know, amazing. I didn't think that you were searching in your, and you even showed me the StreamYard when you put the media, like a.
I know. I was playing with that. Yeah,
but
kind of like, yeah.
I think we're too hard on ourselves, because you're doing amazing. For me, I see you there.
You know
I'm like,
what?
wow, doing a great job.
The interesting thing is that when I thought, oh, tonight I'll try and like pop some pictures up, but it pops right into the center. And what I've now learned, and then I was like just moving myself over, like I was going, oh, hello, I'm talking to my like little graphic here and stuff. And we were just doing that. And then I've now realized, oh, if I want it to be completely, if it's a vertical and I want it to be completely black, I'll just go stick it on a black background and Video Leap or anything, you know, like Canva or something, you know. But it was more just, I'm trying to sort of be, you know, like, oh, well, let's just try something. If it doesn't go perfect, then, you know, well, that's authentic actually, isn't it? Like if you're just trying it, like you're walking the talk, aren't you? If you're just sort of building in public and being a bit clumsy. Hello, Mel runs things.
Hey, Mel is in Australia, I think. Mel is in Australia, I'm pretty sure.
Amazing. Where are you in Australia, Mel?
I'm so sure she's in Australia. I hope I haven't got it wrong.
No, that's okay. You may well have.
No, I definitely know she's in Australia because
she's in NZ. She's in NZ like you can.
Okay, all right. What city, girl? What city are you in?
Oh, she's in New Zealand. Oh God, I'm so sorry. I don't know if there's any tea between New Zealand and Australia. No idea. Sorry, I got it wrong.
No, they are seriously our sisters and brothers. That's the
your brothers and sisters. That's wonderful to hear.
They really are. They really are.
That's nice. Oh, I just love this. I mean, listen, Kaz, what I've learned from you is just so much I've learned from you, and just the way you lean in to tell us what we need to know. I just love it, and I'm like, you draw us in so much. And I think you've helped, all of us get over that kind of trepidation of being here, because when you really think about it, we were not brought up with any of this technology. We are not native to this, and we've all I don't know about you, but we've all come to it going, but it's the thing that the young people do, right? So what am I doing here? It's taken me a long time to go, should I be doing this? Am I crazy? My friends think I'm crazy. And I'm really spending probably too much time doing it, thinking about it, all that stuff. But it just still feel alien. It feels it
I
feels
know.
alien
And
to
then
me.
if you don't,
But you are
and then if you don't
helping
make
me feel
videos for
less
a while,
alien.
you then get scared to do it again, right? You're like, oh.
But I actually I love the one that you did, Karen, about when you were talking to yourself. That's how I discovered you. You like that was like a
Interviewing
game.
myself sort of thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was like you and your mind talking to you, but it was you. So like, all these doubts and fears that you have about other people's opinion, and it was such brilliant. I loved it. And then I was like, oh, I need to follow this girl. So
Oh,
it
so
was
nice.
so amazing. And yeah, like you said, it's you helped me to sort of just do it,
Just do
because
it.
I just do it
That's
because
it. Just do it.
we have this fears inside that what are they gonna think, but who cares? I mean,
No one cares. As all of
we,
these YouTube
Exactly.
channels say, no one cares. Like no one literally cares. No
Yeah.
one
we
cares.
shouldn't listen to that like inner critics, right? We shouldn't listen to it that much. And sometimes we get carried away and we listen to that voice, your mind talking to you in this way. So yeah, I just that one I will never forget. I was like, wow, this is brilliant, because I
Oh,
also had an idea of making a video with me, like one day with me in my mind, so in
yeah.
a funny way, like
Yeah.
in the morning you wake up and your mind goes like, oh, good morning, how are you going to do this today? And you're like, shut up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
Totally.
my goodness. I
Totally.
have those conversations with myself every day. I literally, I pretend I'm talking to my cats, but I think I'm talking to me. That's the positive self-talk coming in. Yeah. I think
Totally. You should do it.
Karen's video with the supermarket was really fun. Was it the
Oh,
supermarket or the shopping
Yes. Oh,
centre?
in
yeah.
the
The
mall.
shopping mall. The
In the
Oh,
shopping
shopping
mall.
centre.
love
Yeah.
that. Oh, love that.
Hey,
And the security guard was trying
Simone
to get
said she
you
was
out.
born on the black and white TVs. Yeah.
Yeah,
Same.
white TV.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we've got
I think that
Alison
would be a
reviews
really
after
good video,
55.
Pernilla.
Alison.
What?
I'd love that video if you did a video of you kind of talking to yourself, because I'd really resonate. I think personally, definitely like that conversation of talking to yourself negatively and then turning it around. I actually mentally, I actually do that to myself. I'll say something, I'm like, no, it's this way, so that'd be really interesting.
Yeah, it could be really funny as well, because I mean, I think we
Yes.
all can relate on some level, and yeah, it could be like really funny.
I
Yeah.
think it would be
Totally.
brilliant.
And I think too, I think it's really like we can't break anything, right? Like, we've got Brenda from Busy After 60. She's doing something quite different on her Sunday 9 a.m. She's doing and I don't think she's put the ASMR in the title, but I think she was going to. But she's just doing a car wash. And so she was like having a bit of a chat about it. And I said, oh, are you doing like a voiceover? And she goes, no, I'm actually I went through the car wash twice with a couple of different cars over a couple of days.
Brilliant.
And I'm just going to do the car wash. And I'm like, we're all like, you go, girl. Like, just try it, just see. And she's put a post up saying, kind of warning. She's like, oh, I really hope I don't lose subscribers because I'm doing something quite different. But she's put a post up saying that this is what I'm doing. I'm not planning on doing lots of these. I'm just having a bit of fun and being a bit silly and everything. And I'm like, good for you,
Yeah, I saw that
People
post. I'm
love those
curious
sounds.
about that. Yeah.
Yep.
It's soothing sounds, isn't it? Or kind of just sounds that just get you. It's rhythmic sounds, isn't it? Something about rhythmic sounds that works.
Maybe it's like being in the womb. Maybe.
I don't know. It's the whole white sound thing. Rain. People love rain as well. Like listening to rain.
Yes,
I've made a few videos, and honestly, apart from making them as wonderful, it's so soothing to listening to rain, piano music, and all these sorts of things. And car wash sounds wonderful. I love it.
Love
I
it.
love the
Yeah.
white noise. Mary, when I saw you discovered your channel, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna be watching because often I sleep with those videos, the
Yeah.
8 hours, and I love the rain, any like background
Oh,
noise, white noise. I love those. Or meditation to sleep. I
yes.
use it, yeah, to calm my mind at night, and yeah.
It's nice. I put my own meditation videos on, but I try not to because at the same time YouTube do something funny. So I kind of I try to look for other people's channels where they've got just rain going and listen to it because I love listening to rain when I sleep as well. I find it very soothing.
Yeah.
Definitely. So what is the difference between white noise and brown noise? I never used to know about brown noise. Have you heard about brown noise?
Oh,
No, I don't know brown noise at
Okay,
all.
guys. Okay, I'm going to tell you this. There's a guy who I used to work with. I'm going to actually look up on Spotify. If you look up on Spotify, brown noise,
sounds
it's a
a bit
new
odd.
thing, and I think it
Okay.
seems to be more
It
like.
sounds, I don't know.
Well, it doesn't sound
odd.
great, does it? Brown
No.
noise.
No, not
And
really. I mean, I must say,
no,
Brown
and I
noise.
think it's something like
oh, I
almost
had a
sounds
really,
like.
really rude thought then.
I know it's disgusting. It sounds gross, but I think it's kind of like the sound like if you're in an aeroplane or something like that. But look at all this. Okay, brown noise for
It's
sleep,
not when you're
for
passing
study.
a wind or something, is it?
Oh, okay.
No, it's literally like you are in an airplane.
Sorry,
Look
I
at
had to
all-
say
okay.
it. I was just
Look
like, if
at
you're
all those
passing
playlists.
wind, is it that sound? I don't
No,
know.
look at the playlist. Yes, yes, that could be a new niche for you.
What's it
I mean,
for? Like,
literally brown noise. Here we go. Deep sleep brown noise.
okay.
Let's listen.
Can you hear that?
Can't hear
or
it.
not?
No.
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 Well, what is it? What does it sound like?
No idea. Can't
No.
hear
I hear
it.
it.
Yeah.
We said,
I'm actually dying to hear what it is because
Can you hear it?
I
You
just
have
have
to
this
bookmark
image
it. No. I have to bookmark it for later. I've never heard of this
sitting on the
thing.
toilet. Alison says
Learning
that's really
something
funny.
new every day here.
Okay,
Alison in the comments is quite funny.
Brown, not
It literally sounds like an airplane.
Ah, okay. Why do they call it brown noise? Why don't you call it blue noise or something?
Whoa, okay. Yeah.
What does it sound like, Marv?
It's just like the whooshing noise of when you're
Did you hear that?
sitting in a plane.
Passing wind.
No,
Did you
but
hear it?
it's just a plane noise. It's a plane atmosphere noise, isn't it?
Did you hear it at all?
That's very, very bizarre.
I just listened to one. It's a
Yeah.
bit like when you're in the plane and
Yeah.
you hear the plane
Plane noise.
noise,
Right.
that
Yes,
noise. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's it. Like
Interesting.
that's just a whole, and it was like
Very.
brown noise for studying, brown noise. So
There's
yeah, it's
tons of
really
it.
like the inside of a plane. So I wonder if that's kind of a woo me.
Blue noise is crying. Oh my God, really? Blue noise is crying. Do you know that?
Soothing,
Oh, there's a blue noise too.
What?
Okay, right.
Okay.
Okay, so it's a whole
Yeah, no,
new
but it's for crying.
genre breaking out.
Oh,
And a mobile phone was a normal phone on a very long extension lead. Exactly, that you could walk around with, right? Simone, I didn't get a mobile
goodness.
phone until 2017. Good for you, Simone. And look where it's
Really?
got you.
Wow.
Okay. Look at those skills that you've been practicing and learning all that time. I filmed going through the car wash and accidentally left the sunroom. So I had to drop the phone to quickly I know, right? Okay. And people are walking past going, oh, look at that person doing some crazy social media stuff.
Right.
No, she's got water in the car.
Oh boy,
Yeah.
honestly.
Not an early adopter then,
Well, it's
Simone.
funny. It's interesting. If you see a video on my YouTube channel with brown noise, you know what it is.
Yes.
You know what?
Sleep,
You saw
calm,
it. You learned
sleep,
about it here.
calm, rain, or brown noise.
Definitely.
Well,
you
you
get
never
on
know.
that brown noise. Exactly.
No. I don't think I will. I don't like the sound of it. It just brown
I
noise.
know.
Just
I
being
know.
English, and I think English, we're quite focused on some sort of. Well, I don't know. I don't know about anybody else. Sorry. I have a sense of humour which kind of tends to go down that way. So I'm kind
It's
of
toilet humour. It's very British.
Toilet
Very British.
humour.
Toilet
It's
humour.
so British.
Totally,
You
Marie. Yeah, man.
you can't take the
Sitting on the
Britain out
toilet,
of me.
exactly. Brown noise.
No.
I know. It just sounds like, yeah.
bizarre.
It's like
Second
here in
best one.
Spain, it's so funny. I have some friends years ago who came over here, and in the UK you say Spider-Man, but here they say Spiderman, and it's just brilliant. Spiderman.
In
I
French
love
too.
that. We used to joke
Sorry?
about it. A Spiderman, they say.
Spiderman.
Spiderman, yeah, Spiderman is so funny. Yeah,
Spiderman.
you have to hear it.
Yeah.
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 Well, you know, because you lived in Spain, so that all of these
Yeah.
funny, like they have there's so I don't know if it's like a cake or something, and it's called a farton.
Yeah,
Just every
see?
time I see it, I'm just like cracked up.
Yeah.
It's
I
called
know.
a
You're like, I'm
farton.
not buying that cake.
I
And
know.
it's like a kind of cake type thing. I can't remember. Maybe you know, Pernilla, what it is. I don't know if you've seen them. No.
I
And
definitely
I was
would
like,
not
hey,
be
don't
buying
put this
that.
on me.
No, definitely would
Okay,
not be
Alison
buying
was
that cake.
saying blue noise is
No,
crying.
between
but we spoke
Spiderman and
about that
farton,
before.
I'm kind of like, find it funny.
Oh, yeah.
Spiderman and farton. Okay.
And Alison's saying, what would burping noise?
Um,
Burping noise. Well,
oh God.
I have no idea.
Oh,
But then
let's
How
think
did we
of
get
colour.
here?
What colour could it
Blue
be?
noise.
Get here to blue noise and
Yellow.
white noise and
Yellow. I think yellow would be a good burping noise. I don't know why I've said yellow. Is that a good
Yeah,
colour?
green, like acid yellow.
Oh, that's horrible. That takes me back to my pregnancy. Oh, yes.
Yeah, I
no.
know. I know. All right. So, how do we create? How do you create ideation, filming, editing process? Are there any
I have my
stories
notes.
that you've got that you want to share with us about, the ups or downs, any nightmares or any funny stories about creating? How do you create? Anyone can go first.
Very complicated because when you deal with several channels, I don't know if you guys kept your channel, Kaz. Did you keep your other one?
Yes, it's still there, and I just
You
don't
post
post
on
to it for
it?
like 6 months or something. No, I don't. No, just because I thought, you got to kind of laser focus in,
I
That's
know,
what I
yeah.
think.
Yeah.
Because, I just think a YouTube channel is like a speck of sand in a desert, like a new one. And so if you kind of split your attention, you're kind of, I don't know, I worry that
I
I'd be
do.
going
I deal with 3
nowhere.
channels at the moment because I have my channel, English, this one, the French one, and we have a channel with my husband about the plantation in Africa. The thing is, I did a video on my French channel that blew up. And I think I have something like 170,000 views on that video.
What does
And
that
that's
feel
one
like?
of the videos. It's scary.
Oh,
It
really?
completely, yes, because you have lots of people talking at you at the same time. There's more demand on you. And I didn't post after this video. I didn't post for several weeks because I didn't know what to do next. Because that was not the topic of my channel. I didn't want to talk about the plantation. I was just talking about our experience and how we felt when we went back to Africa to try to invest, so we can retire there. So I was just telling, it was a story time, but people focused on that and wanted that. That's why I created that third channel where I want my husband to pick it up later on. I'm just helping him. But anyway, how do I create is I use Trello to kind of organize like my research, like, the topics that I want to talk about. And then I use my best friend, ChatGPT, every day
Yeah.
to try to create. Because the thing is, I may have an idea of how I want the video to go, but then if I don't have the outline of the video, I may talk back and forth and not have something that is make sense. So with using ChatGPT, it helps me to like organize my thought when I talk. I talk about this first and then this and then it flows. Not a script because I'm not able to follow a script. It would never sound natural and I just can't read a script, but at least it tells you, number one, that's what you talk about. Number two, and I've also learned to edit while I film because I used to find myself with 3 hours, because I will retake, do retake, do retake.
Yeah.
Now what I do is I film a portion of exactly what I want to say, and I stop the video. And
Amazing.
then I film the second part of what I want to say, and then I stop the video. If I mess up, I erase it. Then when I edit the video, I don't have an hour to edit unless the video was for an hour. You know, it's easier to edit. And even when I want to do B-roll, or if I do like, how do you call it? When you go outside and film, how do we call that?
B-roll.
No, when we just go outside and
B-roll,
talk
yeah.
about our lives and
Oh, like
Yeah.
vlog.
vlogging. Thank you.
Vlogging.
Yeah. So even when I do vlog, I used to I see something beautiful and I will film it for 10 minutes. But you never need 10 minutes of that. You need 4 seconds, 10 seconds, 30 seconds. Now I will take my time to really shoot off what I want to capture. And that's
Wow.
mean I have less data,
Love
to
that.
keep inside because you know how YouTubers we are. You have so much data, you don't know what to do. Your computer is full, and I learned also now to save B-rolls of everything that I'm filming, and because I talk about traveling, so I have going in the plane. I have my B-roll for that because I'd go in the plane the same way every time to shoot it again, and at the airport. So I create like a B-roll that I keep and I just reuse it over and over. So I have a schedule that I do for the month or 3 months. I could even film for a year because I have all my topics. But often what happens is I hear about something happening, something new, and I'm interested about that. So I may leave my schedule away and then film whatever I want to talk about right now and come back to that schedule. But I'm never like, oh, what can I film? Because I've already prepared that in advance, the subject that I
Wow.
want to talk about.
That's incredible.
Look, Jase, watching this from Africa, Dashiki Films.
Kenya.
Is that one of your people?
It's a great
Oh,
conversation.
Kenya.
I like that.
Great. Thank
Yeah.
you so much.
Hi.
Watching this from Africa, Kenya. Hey,
That's
I need
amazing.
to check if you have a
Dashiki
channel.
Films.
Yes.
Sally.
Very cool.
Do you know, I
Sally's
love what you're
lovely.
Oh,
saying.
yes. Okay.
I love what you're saying, Jase, just about being more efficient. Hey, I'm the same. You'll see something and I'll just do the minutes. You're never using all of that. You're
No.
never going to. So just actually, I love that. It's a great tip. It's a good discipline.
Yeah.
And I love the fact that you do the aeroplane as well, like being on the plane. You've got your B-roll for that, which makes so much sense, which is I don't know, it just makes so much sense. I don't blog anymore. I did do blogs, and it takes so long to edit and upload, but it is satisfying at the end. But I love your organization. That's wonderful.
It took time, but at least it helps. Editing is not the thing. It's the thing that I like the least.
Editing.
Being a YouTuber, but making it easy for myself, editing as a film is the best way that I find to reduce the time. Yeah.
Amazing.
Exactly.
And the other thing too is,
how you do the parts, like the different parts, and then you stop, and then you continue,
Yeah,
and you stop.
exactly. But
I also started doing that. I find it super efficient.
yes,
because I have the pillars, the sentences that I want to say. I don't have everything. I have the bullet points.
Yeah.
So I have the flow. I know exactly, I start here and then I finish here. So I also take it, and as you say, I erase it if that wasn't very good. So I just erase it. And then when you're going to edit, it's so much easier. And also for the uploading, because I film myself on my computer now because I find it a lot more easier. And then when I put it in a movie, if it's shorter clips, let's say, I put them in iMovie and it's so fast. Because if you do a long one and then you have to edit, then it's really slow. That's what I did in the beginning.
Yeah.
And it's also easier to follow the flow. Of how your story is going to be, right?
Absolutely, yeah. You don't have to move part here because you said something at the end that should be at the front. Everything is flows naturally.
Yeah. And also, there's that idea of work expands to fill the time available, right? Work expands to fill the time available. So if you just really you know, everyone's busy, everyone's got day jobs and everything like that. But if you just get more disciplined and just say to yourself, this is the bit I'm doing. I've seen videos where creators are talking about that, and I've thought, wow, you know, and then it's an amazing idea. So it's amazing that you guys have graduated to that. Is there a beeping?
I love that
sound?
editing tip.
I
Sorry,
keep hearing beeping as
No,
well.
that's all right.
beeping.
You hear a beeping? God, I'm probably bringing all the trouble tonight. I wonder if there's some beeping in here.
I got beeping.
Okay, let's unhear the beeping. Let's choose not to hear it.
Choose not to hear the beeping.
Yeah. Sorry, Marv.
The beeping is over to one side.
What beeping?
What beeping? God.
No, there's no beeping. Definitely no beeping.
No beeping. No. That's the last thing I
Who's
can hear.
beeping? Who's beeping? No, I'm joking.
It was
I'm
only to
joking.
say thank you to Pernilla and Jase about those tips, because I've not done that. The kind of, I suppose I do a stop start, and then I'll go, oh, this is the third take, this is it. Right, so I know where to jump into. And on the long, I used to have real trouble filming everything too long, just because I used to talk too much. And you know, YouTube is a great leveler, and it just makes you realize you need to get to your point quicker and shut your mouth, right? And what I'm lucky that so I shoot on my iPhone, and my husband suggested you need to have something Mac, like something Apple compatible, so you can send your footage to your Mac with
AirDrop.
Hey. That revolutionized my life, because I couldn't do it before, and I had a laptop that just had no memory, and it was having terrible fatigue trying to do anything. That's changed my life. And also, I've just realized my videos are way too long. No one was watching. You know, the analytics literally kick you in the backside and tell you what you are doing wrong, right, and where you need to improve. And it's been a massive learning curve. And I edit with Adobe. I'm lucky enough to have Adobe. I don't know how much longer for, because it's part of me being still a part-time academic, so I've got like an academic license. Because that's the other thing, right? What do you all edit on? Because like when there isn't Adobe available, what do you guys all edit on?
On iMovie. iMovie.
Use
So
iMovie?
quick. Yeah,
Jase,
because
what do you use? Sorry, you mentioned.
CapCut. I used to use Premiere Pro.
Yeah.
It's too much for what we're doing. Like, it's too complicated for what we're doing.
It's a lot.
It's good, but I feel like you. I feel like, sorry, I was reading what the skinny film was saying. Thank you very much. Thank you. They are always amazing.
Wow. Love.
Okay.
Love so right there.
Okay, and CapCut is so intuitive. It's like for editing for dummies, I would call. It's so easy to use. I know for people in America, they can't use it anymore. It has been banned in America.
Has it been banned in America now? I thought it had come back. Is it totally banned?
No, they just have like the time to use it.
Oh.
Yes, they have a time to use it. And so good, so easy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we've got some suggestions in the chat as well. Clip Champ says Mel.
That's me. I'm a Clip Champ.
Oh,
really?
Mel and I are on Clip Champ.
Okay.
Yes, and it works fine. It's brilliant.
It does.
Well, I don't pay for it. I pay for everything else, but I don't pay for Clip Champ.
Wow.
I pay for Canva, Academic Sound, all those things. But yeah.
And Clip Champ don't put any watermarks or anything like that? Like,
no.
Why would it be free?
It's like Jase was saying with sorry, Jase, I've forgotten what you said that you used. CapCut. It's just very simple. I feel like it's a dummies version. The only thing is you can't do what like Pernilla and Jase are saying. If you want to start editing and then go back, this is what happened to me when I was editing blogs, and then sort of do a bit and then go back. It kind of just gets rid of everything. So you have to make sure you've got everything on your computer to kind of reboot it all again, reload it all again. Now I just kind of do it all in one, do everything in one go. I don't tend to leave it for too long or do everything within the same day, but I find it very easy, to be honest.
I
Yep.
was using Clipchamp. It's really good and very basic, very easy to use.
Very
The thing
basic,
with
exactly. I like it.
Clipchamp is you have to be online. So you need data to use it,
Right.
unless it has changed. Because as I travel a lot, I've seen that
Mm.
when I was in Cameroon or when I was traveling in places where internet's still a luxury, I was spending a lot of money to use Clipchamp because
Oh.
it was running with the internet.
Gotcha.
But a CapCut, you download it on your computer and it's there. You only use the internet to upload it. And if you want to use, when you have the Pro, to use some of the, they give you some little added.
Yeah, the little things. Yeah, not many, eh?
Exactly. Not many, yeah. And if you have downloaded them anyway, they will be there. But that's
Mm.
the difference for me. I needed a, a tool, a software. How do we call it? That works on its own. That doesn't need internet to use it.
Yeah,
Sure.
You know,
standalone. Yeah,
yes,
very
standalone.
good.
Because
Yeah.
then,
Right.
if you travel, you don't need data. You know that when you travel, you have to pay
Mm.
for data in the country where
Yeah,
you
yeah.
are.
Mm,
And so, if you use Clipchamp, you'll spend a lot of money.
mhm.
But it's a great one if you don't move and you have a
Wow,
limited internet.
Yeah.
that's amazing because that's my struggle as well with Canva. Because first I
Mm.
use iMovie and just make it like the way I want it to be, and it's so quick for me using iMovie. And then I use Canva, and I don't have Wi-Fi here. I do everything with my phone, like internet, you know.
Mhm.
So sometimes the internet is not very like fast, and it can take a lot of time. But I love
Yeah.
Canva because all of the the images and the editing that you can do.
Mm.
iMovie I don't like for editing. I just do the how the flow, how the video is going to be, and then I just put everything in Canva. But thank you, because that's my problem, because sometimes it's so slow, and
Yeah.
I'm like, come on.
Yeah. And you will upload for 100 years. Like even upload it
Exactly.
on YouTube, you'll be there the next day. And oh, yes.
So I need
So,
I don't know.
something
I didn't find
also that
it.
you don't need internet.
yeah.
So thank you. Thank you.
Okay.
Perfect.
I
You
didn't know it was online. I just kind of use it. I don't know why I use it. Maybe because I've got Microsoft and that's what they suggested. But I
Yeah.
just kind of use it. I didn't know it was online. I find it takes a while to upload, download, whatever you want to say. But I find it quite easy. I don't know. But
It
then,
is easy.
like Pernilla said, in Canva, I tend to, any images I will edit and kind of put them together in Canva. And I find that quite easy. But I don't know. Okay.
I
It's
love
interesting. Thank you.
Yeah, Canva is
So it's-
amazing. And yeah, they look amazing, your videos. So yeah.
Oh, thank you. I do spend a long time on them and
Yeah.
put a lot of love into them. A lot of,
You can tell. You can
Yeah, you can tell.
thank you.
absolutely, absolutely. What is the difference between free CapCut and paid CapCut? So, Jase, you're the
Um,
big cap because I'm currently
hey,
using
Laura.
Premiere Pro, but also I use Video Leap on my phone, which I'm loving just editing on my phone. And I just really don't feel like I need to have Premiere Pro anymore. And I want something just a bit more, just a bit more sort of simple because I'm just not using anything super fancy or doing anything with my audio or anything like that. Do you know what I mean?
Mm.
So, have you got free or paid CapCut, Jase?
Paid.
Yes.
Because
Yeah, I would assume. Yeah.
to
Yeah.
be honest with you, the I don't think I use Canva to its full potential. There's a lot more we can use it for. However, the reason why I use Canva is for the background remover. I know you can go to Adobe background remover, but it's too many actions to do.
It's too much.
And
It's a bit
I'm
overkill.
trying to edit easily. And for me,
Mm.
that's why I get from Canva. But I know the reason why I'm paying is also because I want to be doing at some point develop TikTok,
Mm.
and I want to create those mini video,
Mm.
on Canva. So Canva, there's a way to do like 30, 100 videos in no time, doing them at the same time.
Oh my God.
Really?
Just by entering, yeah, it's very easy. Like you enter all, if it's like where you only have a text.
Oh yeah, the bulk edit.
with them
I
using the
know.
bulk
Yeah,
edit.
yeah,
You
yeah.
know, so
I've
you
seen something
just
on that, but I just went, oh,
yeah,
feels
I've done
complicated.
it.
I backed
No,
away.
it's not. It's not. You create your sheets with all the sentences that you want to use
Right.
on a paper. Then you upload it on Canva. You do the bulk edit. You already use it, maybe your images that you want to use or clip or whatever, and then you just create it in no time. And all you do is schedule them on TikTok. But I'm keeping it for later because, as you
Sure.
said earlier, Karen, we need to focus. YouTube is a game where if you put your head in too many places, you're not doing anything properly. So I'm focusing on growing this channel. Then I will use Canva too. But Canva has a lot, and they have even that new. They have a new tools that they launched recently on Canva, but I have not explored them yet
No, me
completely.
neither.
Is
No,
it
I love
the
that.
AI tool?
Yes, a lot of different
Yeah.
AI tool,
Yeah.
etc. And
I have used it. I have used it for images, but I don't know. I'm kind of not sure if I really love the images that come
Yeah,
out.
the
Sometimes they
images are a
can
bit
be
odd, aren't they?
no,
depending what you want.
exactly. Yeah.
Sometimes it's inspirational and sometimes it's not. Sometimes you want a bit of inspiration. So I feel like AI can be good in that way for images on Canva, but Canva's brilliant. I do pay for Canva because I feel like I do not use it to the maximum, which I'd love a tutorial.
Yeah.
It is. I agree with it, Maria. Canva is just the most incredible tool. It's so powerful, and for the price, I'm like, how do they do that?
It's so cheap.
It's inexpensive, isn't it? You're like, what?
Yeah.
How much do you pay for it in the UK? Because I pay €27 a month, which I feel like is a lot.
That sounds
That's
like
a
a lot.
lot.
Because I
It's a
did
lot
about
of money,
100
isn't
quid
it?
for the year. I did about
Ye-
100 GBP for the
Really?
year.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's not expensive.
Yeah.
It's
No.
one of the only one I keep
Well, I'm
with.
being ripped off over here. So, it's like €27 a month.
That sounds like
Really? I
It's
think less.
Yeah.
I think I pay like not even 20 or maybe like.
Everyone seems to be paying less than you, Marie. Unfortunately.
Have a look and see.
What am I doing wrong?
Okay,
Do you
we
know
need a discount code.
Yeah. Oh, do you know sometimes when you say you're going to leave and then they go, oh, but let's give you an offer for 3 months and
I think
reduce
I'm
it.
going to have to
Try
do
that.
it. I'm so like, when you're stuck to Canva and you're kind of like, I can't actually live without Canva now. It's one of those things that yeah, definitely.
Yep. And do you know what, too?
How much
Like
do
the
you,
whole
Pernilla, how
Photoshop
much do
thing.
you pay? Sorry.
That's right.
Sorry to interrupt. Pernilla, how much do you pay?
Yeah, I'm actually checking.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
No, don't worry. And I find it. It's $13. So it's like, what is that?
£10 even. Yeah, something.
Yes,
Really?
that's about
And
120
I
ish.
paid
Yeah.
€27.
Yeah.
Plus, that's like, I don't know, 17 or I don't know. I haven't known.
Am I paying 17 or 27? I think I'm paying 27, or maybe I'm paying 17. Now I've forgotten. Okay, it happens. Sorry.
Yeah, I
think I'm paying 27. I feel like 27.
It's just such an amazing tool. I used to use Photoshop. You remember those days?
Yeah.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
I don't even know. I never even.
Oh my god! The background
complicated.
when you wanted to remove the background. Oh my god! And
Yeah,
now with
I know.
that's why
Come on.
Canva's amazing, right?
Come on, it's 2025, like that's it, right? We're not doing anything. And you know what else too? It's like on a thumbnail, you might want to change it. You're not going to like slave over Photoshop doing 5 actions, asking it for a layer and a layer. And I'm just like, honestly, I'm literally thinking about stopping, just from this conversation, I'm literally thinking about stopping Premiere Pro because I haven't used it for about a couple of months. And then you've got to kind of buy the whole cloud suite thing.
Yes.
It's expensive, right? But I'm just like
really
loving Video Leap on my phone. I think I'm just going to like jump into CapCut because, I just quite like the much more simple thing. And then, you can just get, I don't know, I just edit differently too, and it just feels more light touch, if I'm using Video Leap or something. So I think I'm going to be scrapping because it's a month to month I'm on the Adobe.
Do you do editing on the phone?
Yes, I do with my Video Leap.
Wow.
I love it.
It's just tedious. I don't know how to do it.
It's
That's
not
great.
ideal.
I can't. Yeah,
It's not
that's incredible.
ideal. It's not ideal, but you can sit on the couch, you know, like and sort of semi-watch TV a little bit. Whereas when you're editing on your computer, you've got to be sort of a little bit more, you know, like stuff going on. Whose friend is it? Fida? Is that your
Vida,
friend?
yeah,
Marv?
one of my subscribers. Thanks, Vida, for coming along. Hello, it's lovely. Honestly, it feels so nice to see everybody here. We've
Interesting
got
with
so many of our
Brenda.
subs are coming in, going, "Hi,
I
good to
know,
see
I
you."
know. We're having a party.
Really appreciate it because
We really,
you get
really
that
do.
feeling sometimes, don't you? Well, I do every time I press upload. I'm like, no one's gonna watch this. Nobody cares, but
I
I'm
know.
just gonna keep on going.
You know what? That's what we're doing.
Yay!
It's the compound interest, and it's just another piece of content. Mel,
I get really
Lulu
excited when I
on it.
upload. Do you all dread uploading? Do you
I
feel
don't
like it's a
dread
kind
it.
of the
No,
publish button?
I think it's kind of there is a feeling of relief because the process of what is it going to be, and then
Yeah.
filming it, and then editing it, and then obviously I do thumbnail and all that sort of stuff as well. It's that whole, you probably lived with it for at least a week, so
Yeah.
to get it out there is like. And then
Hallelujah.
I got into a real, like literally hallelujah, Marie. That is it.
it's a birth, isn't
Right?
it? Birthing
And
your
then you've got
video.
the other thing of like, I about a month, 6 weeks ago, got really trapped in the just obsession of looking at the analytics, and I drove myself up the wall with it. And now I'm just like, no, just leave it.
No.
It's there, just leave it, and just move on to the next one, and just keep thinking about how can I help? What can I do to help? What do I know in here? What can I what else can I offer? What can I help with next? So I've got myself into that cycle now, instead of the just keep going, just keep helping.
Yeah. Exactly.
Like if I can help someone today, like even only
one person.
Exactly. If I can help, that's a huge win. I mean, that's why we're doing it. Like if it's more,
and I think it's
extra, but one person, and for sure you will, right?
Mary, for me, it depends on the topic. There's some topic that are more daring for me, like topic that I don't talk about all the time, and I know there could be a little bit polemic. Would you say polemic?
polemic,
Yes. So this one, sometime like in my friend channel, I close my eyes and I press upload or publish. And I'm like hiding away and not watching anything until later to see how, the interaction is. But otherwise, it's a release. When you finish to edit your video and you're so happy. I don't know if you rewatch your video once you edit it. And when you finish
definitely.
it's like I do a happy dance. Oh, my goodness, I'm
happy.
I love it. Show us your happy dance, Jase. Show us your happy dance.
Show us your happy dance. Go for it.
Were you happy dancing at your party yesterday, Marv?
A little bit.
I bet you were.
A little bit.
How were you happy dancing?
I just a little two-step, little shoulder shimmy. That's really
that sounds like a shimmy.
I have not got the game anymore that I used to have like 25 years ago.
Come on, I bet you do. I bet you do.
Anymore. I really don't, but I just feeling that beat.
Gotta feel it. You're gonna be doing.
I've got a cat.
Sorry, some moves in Ibiza, right?
I'm gonna find some moves, even though like means in. Find some moves, find some grooves. We are gonna go partying. I think we're booked into a club tomorrow night.
Oh, wow.
A place called Pikes Ibiza, which is meant to be
tomorrow's
very
Monday,
cool.
isn't it?
Yeah, that's right. Ibiza never sleeps, baby.
Oh no, yes, you're in Ibiza. You're in Ibiza. Sorry, I forgot. I was like, on a Monday? Isn't it school day?
From Birmingham to Ibiza.
I've forgotten.
No, it's all right, Maria. It's absolutely
literally
like it tonight. Yeah, for sure.
What time is your flight? How many hours do you need to leave home?
Yeah, not long. Let's think. So I'm leaving home at about 1:30 today. 13:30. Yeah, 30 GMT today. So it's all good. So later.
Okay, so we've only got 4 more hours before we have to leave.
You're going to have such a fun time. I loved Ibiza when I went.
And you know what? It's only 3 days. but it's just come at the right time, and it's sometimes it's lovely just to have that little break with the girls. And I also feel really quite blessed about it, because there are times in my life when I've had no money and I've dreamt of this and I would not even be able to get there. So you know, when you just have that gratitude of,
oh yeah,
flipping heck.
Yeah.
Thank
Appreciation
you.
is huge.
Yeah, thank you. The gratitude, and also just remembering that I've worked my
Exactly.
off over the
Yes.
years to get to this point, and dug yourself out of holes to get to the point, and you're just like, thank you.
Yeah.
So
I love hearing that, because I really relate. Yeah, I've been in those holes. One of them was last year, and I think it's so hard. And then when things do start happening, the gratitude, like you were saying, is huge. And it could be the smallest thing, it could be a bigger thing, but the appreciation, the gratitude is there, I think, which is really important.
But I feel it like these days, it's harder to like go full on all the time, like with the age, I guess.
You mentioned the word age.
Hear you.
Like age, you know. But I to go on the Arnold style, like sleep fast. Have you heard Arnold Schwarzenegger talk about that? Like
no. What is
Sleep
it?
fast.
He said he's like advice on success, like sleep fast. And I was like, yeah, I need to sleep fast so I have more time to do all the things, you know.
What is sleep fast? It's not sleeping, or it's sleeping really quickly, or it's literally like on a fast of sleep.
I think he means like sleepless hours, which is
okay.
totally
I wasn't
not
sure, because I was thinking like food fast, sleep fast. Okay.
Yeah. But we need the rest, like, and also just to go away for a couple of days and just to feel the gratitude and be there with your lovely friends. And then when you come back, you're just filled with this creativity and energy. So like, and to be able to do that's amazing. And I just feel like these days I can't go like full on. I really need my time off, and I need to rest just to
Sleep.
to get going afterwards. I used to be like full on, and then all of a sudden like, I did too much.
Totally.
I resonate with you, Pernilla. I resonate. I now like to be in bed by 11 o'clock at night, and there's no
11?
partying. 11, like seriously, I'm an 11 o'clock.
I was like 9. I'm going up at 9.
Yeah.
No, before I
Maria's
used to
changed her ways, and she's pulled it back to 11.
But before I was an Arnold Schwarzenegger, I was a sleep fast before. So I was a sleep fast, like no sleep. So I think because of that, I just, because of that, I completely changed the life around. And now I love sleep. I think it makes me feel better. It makes me feel good. And if I don't sleep,
and you do everything better. Like you do you work so much better when you
personally, yes.
I mean,
ladies, do you nap?
Oh, it's very common in Spain to nap, isn't it? The siesta. Yes, yesterday I napped, and then I stayed up later until 11, half 11, watching the girls in America. That's like my Saturday night show now, which is fun.
So nice.
But
you know what? You need to come on. If you're awake at that time,
get on it, Marie.
Tell me and get on it. Tell me.
God, but then I wouldn't ever go to. This is what would happen. I'd be so like animated. I'd never go to sleep. Do you know what I mean? I'd be like, sleep like Arnold Schwarzenegger. Nothing. But
we'll keep you to it. So Laurent is asking us about how we deal with trolls. Has anyone had experience with trolls?
Yeah, my gosh, I've had trolls. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. And only on one video. It was a short that I posted, which to me was just a bit of fun. And it was a bit of fun about a taxi driver dropping me off when I was working in London. Taxi driver dropping me off. Oh no, taxi driver picking me up, and I rolled my massive suitcase, because when I'm away working in London doing my newsreader thing, I have a case like I'm packed for like 3, 4, 5 days, so it's like it's a monster. And I rolled it to the back of the car, and the driver's looking at me like, I'm like, could you help me put the case in the boot, please? Right. And I was just puzzled that he didn't even think to ask. And I was like, chivalry. Did someone not tell me chivalry is dead? Like, when did it vanish? Right. So I did a jokey short about that. literally really sexist and unwarranted. Oh, what I interpreted as unwarranted racist comments
Really?
were coming in on what was he, what background was he, taxi driver? That's what you get for feminism and all that. And one guy started, and then a load of people started piling in, and I was like, what? And stupidly, because I'd never dealt with it before, I replied, measured reply, not ranty, because that's not me. I just went, oh, yeah, I didn't mention the ethnicity of the taxi driver, so why are you asking that? I shouldn't have even responded. And in the end, I just had to delete them all, and I unlisted the video.
Oh no!
Because they just started kept coming, because one came in, and I imagine one was a follower of another, and I think sometimes they just egg each other on, and I just got rid, because I was like, it's no skin off my nose that video is not there. I posted it for a bit of fun, and gone. Real shame. And it really shocked me to the core. I couldn't believe it. I was thinking, why are you seeing that in that video on my channel, which is like, it's not even, you're not even my audience, but why have you picked up on that? Like, where's this all this negativity coming from? So bizarre.
But they will always find something, you know.
Yeah.
Always. So
Exactly.
yeah. But it's free. You can see it as like free advertising, because they comment more.
Yeah, they're helping your algorithm.
The algorithm will love you, and they are commenting.
Absolutely.
Oh,
Higher talking.
I see what you're
I
saying.
don't know, from
I
a
was so hit in the chest, like, I don't understand
bless
where
you.
this is coming from, and I don't want people to see this anger and this bad attitude in my space where I want it to be for good.
I know, it's like they're
Help
all coming
people.
and pooping in your house or something, right?
Thank you. Right on your right in your house, right on your doorstep.
Yeah.
Like,
I think I was
yeah.
going to say, isn't there something about on your doorstep pooing? Yes.
Yes.
But have you guys dealt with anything like that? Have you had trolls, and what have you done about it?
Super quickly, hello, Khalil. Thank you so much.
Yeah,
for
hi,
coming
Khalil.
in.
Yeah.
Oh, we all know
Lovely.
Khalil.
Gosh, and
And
Khalil's
we've
in
got
it.
Dr. Ruth, just quickly before
He's
we
in the
carry on.
room.
Dr. Ruth,
Hey,
Hi,
Rise
Dr. Ruth. Hi.
Love you, live.
Ruth, love Ruth. Hi, Ruth.
Hi, everyone.
And Reba.
And Reba
Reba's
reveals
here.
Reva.
Riva's here.
Oh my goodness me! I
Yay.
feel like we've got
Thank
like
you,
a
thank you.
huge following going on here, don't you think?
Lovely.
Yeah.
And Kaz,
Wow.
thank
You
you.
do, Kaz,
You
yeah.
asked us
Nice.
I
here,
just want
Kaz,
to
thank you.
say to what Marv was saying, I don't live in the UK and haven't done for 25 years, but I watch Loose Women and I love Loose Women.
Great show.
I'm
Loose Women.
the biggest. If I could ever be on that show, I would just be there and I'd spill all the tea. But I'd love to be there. Just love it. But I've learned, because I watch my This Morning and Loose Women here in Spain, and cancel culture in the UK is huge, I think. And I know it's a topic, sort of
It's
part.
talked about, but in reality, it's talked about more. It's
Is it
hyped up
not?
more, I believe, by the right-wing media. But don't send me down that route. But yeah, it's hyped.
Okay.
Overly hyped.
I'm not going down the
Overly
politics route, political route. No, but definitely, I feel like people are not. I suppose cancel culture, but you can't say anything. There are so many words that are now apparently in the UK, like you can't say the word fat, or you can't say the word this, or you can't say the word that, and you know, words have. I don't know. I just that's the impression I get. I don't live there. You know?
I think it's a case of being more. I think there are lots of words that we said in the 70s, 80s that no one said batted an eyelid about. Whereas I think we're in a culture now where we are trying to be more considerate of everyone's uniqueness, and sometimes those words that were fine, they now are more offensive. But I don't think it's a case of not saying anything. I think we still have a massive culture of freedom of speech, even more so with, you know, some of the political parties that are around. It's just how I think it's people's reactions to them, isn't it? Yeah, but there's no like that is banned or anything like that. No. I think we can still say what we want, but
maybe it's just people
mindful
seem
of other
to get
people's
more
feelings,
offended.
right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you see the comment,
Exactly.
Marv?
Marie was like, I thought you were on
Shame about your
visa.
video.
I'm flying in a few hours, babe.
Yeah, yeah. We're hoping that she doesn't miss her flight.
I won't.
We're gonna pop into her suitcase like online. I don't know how, but we're gonna kind of all crawl into her suitcase and we'll be there doing it all.
That'll be rude.
We'll be there.
But thank you so much. Thank you, Marie. And you know, yeah, it's just a shock. And I'm sure if you ever get, I mean, Pernilla, Kaz, have you had any nastiness, any trolls? Jase, have you had any trolls?
Not real. Well, I had my first negative comment where I think I was talking about being awkward or cringy or something, just like on camera, and someone goes, "Well, that cockatoo hairstyle isn't helping, is it?"
That's not nice. And I did laugh, but just that's not nice. No, that's not nice.
So I know, and I think I went back with something like, "Yeah, I know, right? Like just sack hair and makeup, you know, something really funny with a little funny thing, because that's funny, right? When people just go, ooh, blah blah or something. What about the rest of you guys?
It comes with the territory, I would say. And like on my French channel, we're still small right now here on, we're trying to grow. What we have to know is when you grow, the more the more eyes you have on your channel, and there are more people that are there, the keyboard warriors, the one who have no pictures and just, troll and want to put negativity. Yeah, I ignore them. And what you will say is when you have a bigger audience, your audience will fight them for you. Like cancel them out, for you, and you tell them off. I ignore them, to be honest. Thank you for sharing. That's the sentence that I will often do, and I hide them from the channel. I don't delete the comment, but I hide them, meaning that they're posting, but it never shows for anybody. But they think that they're engaging with the video, so I just hide them.
I think it's a good idea, and I think like for Kaz, I think. Honestly, like the age-old adage, like if you haven't got anything nice to say, don't say anything.
Say anything, yeah.
It's like why would you say that to somebody? Why would you even take a second out of your time to do that? I don't really get it. I think kindness is key.
They're like, I hate your video, etc. But so why are you watching? Go away.
But we know exactly, like they have their own issues, don't they?
I know.
That's the thing.
Got something going on. You don't really know what it is. It's kind of hard to try and see that point of view, but I think we have to try sometimes to go.
Absolutely.
But it hurts. The hurt hit me. Yeah.
It does hurt. There's some comment where they attack your physique. I had many, like attacking your physique, attacking you personally. Not what you're saying.
Yeah.
And you're like, okay. Yes.
But it's probably coming from somewhere. You are challenging something, or you are triggering something.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
Yes.
So I think, and that's why they need to come at you, because they have the necessity.
Something you've said has challenged them.
Yeah, it's not really about your appearance or anything like that. I think you are challenging something, and you're triggering something inside of this.
Them.
Yeah. And they need to get you, because it's uncomfortable for them,
That's right. And we're still in a world, I think. I mean, I'll throw this out there. I think we're still in a world where some people feel uncomfortable that women are speaking and we are being authentic and we are speaking our truths, or we are helping people we are serving. I think there are some people out there who just don't like that.
True.
Just don't like it.
Actually, it's true. Karen, was it a male or female person who
I got the impression it was a male.
Know who left that comment?
I got the impression it was a male, I mean, it's such an immature little comment, but it's an interesting one, because yesterday on the live that we were doing, and we had 3 little clips that were about a minute long from different creators, and one of them was Vanessa Lau. Do you guys follow her? Have you followed her before? Well, check this out. Like, I've got, it's like about a minute long, but she's just put out a video. So this here is what this video is. So I've got over 1 million followers. Here's 10 things I wish I'd known before I grew my audience. So I'll just play. It's just over a bit of a minute, but it's just a brand new video, and I thought it was pretty cool about thinking about subscribers. And then she touches a little bit on hate.
About 1 million followers across Instagram and YouTube. And I remember reading this article from Tim Ferriss that really scared me. He talked about comparing your following size to real life cities. So for context, on Instagram, I have more people following me than the city of Cincinnati, Orlando, and Pittsburgh. And then on YouTube, I have more subscribers than the population of Seattle, Boston, and San Francisco. And it really isn't until you compare your following size to cities where you realize how much we've normalized 10K followers or even 1,000 followers. If you had 1,000 followers, you have more people following you than the population of these towns right here. And if you think about real life cities, there's always going to be a small population of people that are unwell, have a lot of unhealed trauma, and also have really bad intentions. And so you have to wonder how that's different from the online community that you've built or are building. And so that's why I'm making this video, because there are so many things that I wish someone told me before I ventured into this journey of building my audience that would have really saved me from my mental health, prevented me from losing myself in this process of building my audience, and would have kept me a lot safer online. The first thing you gotta know is as you grow your following, you will be exposed to more hate. It's not necessarily because your content got worse or because you've become a bad person now that you have a following. It's because you are growing, you are reaching more people. If anything, it's actually a sign of success. And I'm not saying that to gas you up, it's simply just a numbers game. So I think that it's reasonable that 90% of people are gonna like you, 10% aren't. If you're starting out and you have 100 followers, that's 10 people who don't like you, that's manageable. In real life, I could probably count 10 people who don't like me. But then online, as you grow your following, and let's say you have 10,000 followers, that same 10% of people now becomes 1,000 people. And that's only the people who are following you. We're not talking about viral videos like
Wow.
Yeah. So, you know, like that's it, right? Like the more sort of like views that your videos get, like Brenda from Busy
right,
After 60. That's right. She got her up to like 35,000 views or something, the one that she was decluttering her parents' attic. And that's when she got some people just really going, well, you know, you should be looking after your parents' things, you know, more kindly. They looked after you. All of this. It's like, actually, you know, she's got a couple of master's degrees or some huge, you know, like education background. She's articulate. She loves her parents, sees her parents every day, cares for her dad every day, helps her mum care for her dad every day, and all of this. And there's not one thing, if you've got a brain in your head, about the way she talks about. She just made a spontaneous video in her parents' attic and it just blew up. But then, of course, with that, you're going to get people just trying to poke you down. But, you know, like, do those people even have channels themselves?
Well, exactly.
They don't.
Exactly.
Has it made you feel down? I'm going to do my therapy bit now. Has it made you feel down, Kaz, or not? Did it make you feel? How did it make you feel?
No, not at all. Not at all, because I just literally, I always say to the girls, even if you get like a dislike or something, I'm just like, look, we don't even know who Sally Pants is. These people are all just losers. You know what I mean? Like, it's really funny. It's just funny. And
oh, but it's good. It's good that you're able to take it like that.
Yeah.
I haven't had any trolls, but I have had a couple of things which I would say is constructive criticism, I suppose, feedback, if you like. One of my videos, somebody said, "Oh, the voice is really low," and I was like, "Oh shit!" And oh, that's I don't know. I'm allowed to swear on YouTube. I don't know. So I was like, well, I am. That's great. So I was actually really grateful because I went back to the video and I realized that the volume was low, even though I couldn't do anything about it. And a couple of other people commented on one of my videos that there was an advert halfway through the same video. And there were two people. And I was like, what is going on? Why is there an advert? I'm not monetized. I said to them, I'm not monetized. I'm like, I promise I'm not monetized.
They're doing it.
And I was like, that's really rude, YouTube, because I'm not monetized and it's a meditation video. Please don't give somebody it. And I love the video. But yeah.
Wow, like, come on, anyway. Help me to help you, YouTube. That is really rude. But have you guys noticed that some videos, like unmonetized channels, are running ads just during the
video? I've had that on one of mine.
Like I've seen that on Brenda, Busy After 60.
I don't know
her channel, because I checked her channel out yesterday.
Sorry.
Go for it.
I found there was some ads on a video. I think it's if you're not monetized officially, I think if you have like an outlier, one that blows up, YouTube put ads on it. because I've got there's an outlier that I had a couple of months ago, and I was like, huh? Why are they there? But I suppose it's, you know, them just trying to do their business thing and they're making the dough where they can. If there are like a whole ton of views, they're just going to go for it. And, you know, why not? Because we are not being charged to use this channel, right? To have our space. So
It's through the
they
platform.
need to get their time back, right? Yeah.
Hmm.
I love
That's
all the
quite
tips in the comments as well. Like Reva's saying, like, yeah, it's the trolls keep coming, and she does like what you do, Jase. Hide
hide
them.
them.
And
Exactly.
Khalil was saying, like, don't worry. Khalil's giving us reassurance here. Don't worry about the negative energy.
He's lovely.
Yeah, that's so sweet. Haters become your fans in secret.
And
Yeah, I
you
know.
have to,
Yeah, we can just be potty mouths on here, Reva.
and you have to learn to deal with them, because as we're growing, it's part of the game. It's like they will be there.
Yeah.
And you can't spend your time. I learned from somebody, I heard it in a video that, you know, when you just post your video, YouTube send it to your subscribers first. And then depending on how the video is going, then he will expand it and send it to other people. What she does is she will reply to messages the first 3 days of the video. But she's a big YouTuber. She has like 100,000 subscribers. And then she will little by little not look at the video, the comments, because it's not the people coming from outside. And that's where you will find the trolls and the more vicious messages. I do that on my friend's channels, and I have a video that goes, that does well. And I find that the first comments are usually nice, they're the subscribers. And after that, that's when you find really like some vicious messages. And I just tend to avoid, if you can't reply to, if you have 1,000 messages, it's different comments, it's difficult to reply to everybody. So, yeah.
Yeah, interesting.
Yeah, actually, I think
she replies first 24 hours.
Yeah. It definitely helps.
Yeah, Ruth is getting that now as well. Ruth, fellow UK Ruth, Jase, Ruth's in the UK as well. Ruth says my outline's now being shown to people further from my niche, and the nastiness is coming. So sorry, Ruth, it's horrible. But yeah. Kick him to the curb, because girl, you are smashing
I love that
it. Everybody here, if you're not subscribed to Ruth, you need to get on a
I'm not subscribed. I'm going
She's amazing. I love her.
Let me find Ruth as well.
I need to write down these channel.
Yeah.
What were you going to say before, Marie? Do you remember what you were going to say?
No, I was going to say something. The people that sort of complained, as it were, on my channel were actually I call them outsiders. That sounds terrible. But people from outside of the YouTube universe, I say. So I feel like, well, it's valid. No, I suppose for them, it's like I'm putting YouTube on and I'm waiting for it, because that's what people do. They watch videos. I've done it for years, like Pernilla was saying. So, yeah. But having outsiders watch your videos is outsiders, people from the outside, world, I think is incredible. It's a really lovely feeling. It's a really
So do you mean people that sort of just like come from impressions and just sort of come from the feed and stuff, or is that what you mean, like people who aren't your subscribers?
People who I think a lot of people subscribe, but people who aren't from my community, like I'd say my YouTube community, like you guys and all the other people that are there, but people from kind of outside, people who just watch YouTube and don't have a YouTube channel, those people. Sounds like I'm putting people in boxes. My goodness me, how many times?
No, but they are. But I guess, the analytics categorize people for us, don't they? Anyway,
they do.
Subs, returning people.
So they'll get it from suggested or what have you.
Exactly. Yeah. I get a lot from I think YouTube does push my videos out, but it depends. I've had a week of like YouTube's just forgotten about me. So yeah, it's weird. YouTube just kicked me to the curb for a week. I know.
But how do you know what sort of metric do you look at that makes you sort of think, oh, YouTube just haven't been pushing it? Because There's just so
The
many
numbers,
details
the
and
numbers on the
But
number of
what
views.
the number of views.
For me,
Okay.
it's the
Yeah,
impressions.
which is
because,
it's a whole
yeah.
in itself, isn't it?
Yes.
But sorry.
But do you refer to, have you used like the same keywords, and like how do you like how do
Yep.
do you decide that, like
I well, I watched I have it on my community page. I think one of my biggest kind of revelations on YouTube. I've watched a lot of YouTubers like Dan the Creator and everything else, but I watched a woman called Gillian Perkins. Her video is on my community page, and I wanted to share because I was really chuffed with like all of the stuff that she showed me, and there was so much stuff about your title, your description being the same, then making sure that obviously your description on your page is the same. There were all of these kind of small things that can really help push your videos and push your channel a bit. And she did a video on that, and then in the video itself, in the description, there's an hour extra video that you can sign up to watch, which is free, and it's absolutely brilliant. And I just learned so many small things to do. But as I said, coming back to this week, I don't really know what's happened this week. I have no idea. But every time I've pressed the publish button, I've been really happy with what I've done, which I think is the most important thing.
Yeah, I think you do. Yeah, you're right, actually,
Yeah.
Marie. Happy in what you're doing first and foremost, and then just see what the data says, and then like everyone says, 1% better every time. Gillian Perkins, I'm intrigued. I will take any advice.
Yeah, like Gillian Perkins. There's
Is she with a
specific
G?
video.
Gillian.
Gillian Perkins, yeah.
Yeah.
But if you go onto my community page, specifically that video is there because I always share like anything that I've kind of found out and I put it there. And it's specifically that video because down the bottom you've got it. No, go for it. She's brilliant. I found her super interesting and easy to understand.
Oh, that's good.
And not trying to sell anything, if not just speaking as a mum living in America, just doing her thing. So
yeah, anything to help, because sometimes, I don't know about you guys, you know, there are times when you feel like you're floundering, and there are so many times where I've almost quit, and you're like, yeah, but come on, you feel like you're almost quit, but I feel like I'm not a quitter, or if I've quit, I've moved fast to something else. So yeah, and like you feel like you just got to try and crack the code, don't you? Because you want to reach people with what you. Yeah, it's like some code, isn't it? Because you know you've got value, because that's why you're doing it, and it's like what's the code, just so I can tell more people, or it can reach more people. But it's cracking that code.
You took off quite quickly though, didn't you, Marv?
Well, you know what? I didn't really, because I've really, I think it felt like that. Like everyone, you start with like you get 10. I literally had 3 subscribers, 10, then 30. And then I had one outlier a few months ago, and then it's just stalled. And you're like, so. And it's weird because the outlier isn't really a topic that I would want to pursue. You know, it was a decluttering video. And even that was kind of quite random because I'd seen somebody else doing one, and I was like, well, we're clearing out that cupboard, so maybe let's just film clearing out that cupboard in the new year. Yeah, I did it.
Yeah, let's help some people procrastinate by watching.
I think we should do
the state of ours. Like that's the only reason we did that. And I know. I was like, but isn't that bizarre? That's the one that took off.
Yeah,
and really
Brenda's one, decluttering her parents' house before, like they're still alive, but that just flew up, you know, to like 35,000 or something.
And the weird thing is, it's kind of going, well, for me, that's not my niche. I don't want to be doing decluttering videos because that's not what I set out to do. So it's lovely, and I massively appreciate that taking off. But I know that people who probably followed me, sorry, Marie, were thinking, oh, maybe she's a decluttering chick, right? And actually I'm not. So that's probably why now I've plateaued, but I'm still like resolute in, I know I want to try and reach this women over 40, 50, 60, right? And so yeah, it's just trying to figure out that code. What is it? How do I do it? How do I get there? But also being encouraged. I love just being in a community
I
with you
know.
guys, because
I know.
it feels like now I can go.
I know. We
Like,
can.
we'll all get together and just go.
Yes, that's right. Have a crying
Keep
party,
it
listen to
going.
blue music.
Only a
Just think about
YouTuber understands. Only
cracking
as a YouTuber we understand, isn't it? The struggle it is to be a YouTuber sometimes. Yeah.
it's so
crazy.
many steps, right? I just feel like I need to like declutter my mind, and I need a system. So I have this sheet with all these things because it's so much, the description, and then the title, the thumbnail, and then all the tags and the hashtags, and all these things that you have to do to be seen, right? So I feel there's so many small steps, and sometimes, and also, that when you upload your video, like the card, and then the thing at the end, the what's it called? Like where you,
the end card
End
and a
card
card
thingies.
and stuff.
Yeah.
And when you
all
feel like you're doing it all, but nothing's happening, you're like, well, what? I don't know.
like, so many small things that you need to that you want to do, right? And every time I'm like, oh fuck, I forgot that. Sorry. There's always something, and I have everything on my list, but there's always something I forget.
Oh, look at that. I watched a midlife declutter video. I appreciate it. It was relaxing and relatable.
Thank you, Fida. I really appreciate that too, that you watched that and thought that was great, because it's crazy when you see, it's actually really crazy when you see, people are watching, because you're so used to people not watching.
I know. And sometimes you think like you want to be a YouTuber and you make these videos and then you get like as you say, people are watching and I feel a bit exposed now. Have you guys heard of the concept doubling, or it's called body doubling or something? But it's basically, I think it was Jennifer from Introvert in Alaska. You guys know Jennifer?
No. Gonna make
Yes. I think it was her. She mentioned it on a live. She came in the chat. The topic came up that people like, I'm watching a cleaning video and listening to it predominantly, I guess, and I'm cleaning. And so Jennifer goes, oh yeah, it's called doubling. So I thought, that's really interesting, that, it's like you're watching a knitting video and you're knitting, I guess, like, or something. But it's just a little bit of, I have the system, free downloads, make your own binder book. You can do all the things and still wait to get, Reva has got the system, Reva, massively successful. You are.
I have downloaded some of Reva's content, like
I have too.
And it's super helpful because that's what I'm talking about, the system. I know. It's so freeing for the mind to have a system.
That's all totally fine. That's all fine, Marie. On our very first live stream that we did with the American ladies, like Alison just popped in. She was on her phone in a car being driven, like I said, and she kind of went in and out a little bit in her Wi-Fi headphones, and she was just completely relaxed, and she was popping off and on. And I think the first time she popped off, someone then said, like, you keep on talking, then someone goes, oh, Alison's popped off or something. And then we kept on talking. The next time she did it, we just carried on talking because we thought, well,
No, exactly.
She was so relaxed. It's perfect.
It just, I don't know what happened. It just kind of went for a minute, which is strange because I do work from home. So my internet is quite good. But just don't know, it went. What you were saying about decluttering, I think people love a decluttering video, but I don't know about you. When I watch a decluttering video, I don't want to declutter. I don't want to clean. It actually has the reverse effect, but I love watching them.
Because you want to study so that you can get it right.
Yeah, I'm going to say, well done. I'm going to use that one, definitely.
But you know what, there must be
just so fascinating
transformation. It's a transformation, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, isn't it? Ultimately,
I just want to kind of get that person to come to my house and declutter my house for me. That's kind of all I had the feelings to do.
Yeah.
Hey, Robin.
Hey,
Robin.
I love watching the cleaning and decluttering because I clean as they clean. Like I would.
So you do it. You double. Wow.
Yes, I would put like a video on my phone on my windows in my kitchen, and I do the dishes and I clean the kitchen. It encourages me.
Wow.
Usually they have like that a good music. It gives me strength. And when I watch a decluttering video, I have also, like, maybe I'm sorting out clothes. I'm moving to the north soon. So I would declutter at the same time. It actually give me courage
I love
to do
that.
it.
Wow.
Yeah.
What one? Send me the ones that you watch, please, Jase, because
Yeah.
I just want to sit down for a bit longer. I don't know. I don't get that
Exactly.
either.
Yeah.
It's a bit more fun than decluttering, actual.
Oh, I hate cleaning, hate decluttering.
Oh,
But
I know.
I know it has to be done at some point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't live in a
It
mess, eh?
does.
But yeah.
So what about all the advice? How do we interpret all the advice out there on strategy, and what gurus do you rely on for direction advice? Just anyone jump in.
I don't follow gurus anymore.
Yeah.
Like, my guru is us, it's the community. It's like, the way we're exchanging, we learning from each other. I may go to one of your videos and I'm like, wow, yeah. And I think that the guru will keep telling you the same thing. This is how you get to 1,000. This is how. I've been listening to these for years and it never happened. And they're all telling the same thing, and we're just feeding the channels, but there's no true information. For me, I don't think there's a miracle in YouTube. I don't know.
It's
You
an
just
algorithm.
yeah. So I don't follow any advice. I follow now what the community. I have like a group of YouTuber as well. You know them, I think, Kaz. Like Kim was here, and we get together like once a month and we discuss about YouTube, and we on WhatsApp like exchanging. Oh, I want to do that. What do you think? And we like for me that's the best way. The gurus,
Yeah.
it's not that they're all bad, but they've been telling the same thing and just
It's the same thing.
yes, they bring the same thing and change the thumbnail and change the title, but it's
You know
the
what?
same
And
idea.
put,
It's the
and
same
change
thing.
the 2024 to 2025.
Exactly. I don't.
And also,
I
we
think
need to
the
keep in mind it's a
Sorry.
business for them. And
Yes.
there's
Yes.
nothing wrong with that. There's nothing
Yeah.
wrong with that, but it is a business for them. So I think we need to, like, with a grain of salt, and just to see what I usually look at. Does this inspire me, or does it make sense to me? And
Yeah.
then sometimes I also do like a little bit of research.
Yeah.
Like, sometimes they claim things like, oh, I got 100,000 subscribers in 5 months. And then I go and look on YouTube and I find videos for like 11, 12 months ago with the same name. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
they're not being authentic, and they're not telling like the whole truth.
No,
So
they're
Yeah.
not.
I think we need to, like, with a grain of salt, but things that
I think-
inspire you, I think.
I think you can do your own research on YouTube itself. I think the platform YouTube, not the people, not the videos, but YouTube itself, depending on your niche, that is where you do your research. That's where I do mine. I can look, and I know from my own videos, but you can look and you can see what other people are doing. Does that inspire me? Does that, you're not copying, if not kind of, what's the word? I don't know, being inspired by others. And I don't know, I feel like YouTube itself is a platform of research. I feel like there's so much if you look into it. And it's a strategy. It's a strategy. And I feel like in Gillian Perkins, I think that was what made me sort of interested as well, is that it is a business. And obviously it depends your reasons for doing it. But if it is a small business, then there is a strategy behind it, whether anybody likes that or not. And it depends, like I said, on the reasons for doing it. But it is. And it's like, I don't know, like when I upload a video, the first thing I do is go into YouTube and look for my video. Where does it come up? Is the title and description, like, is the thumbnail and the description coming up? When I look for my meditation video, is it coming up or not? And I found that was the most useful thing in the world, because one day I overthought for a whole day, because my video did not come up for a whole day.
Overthought for a whole day.
You've got the overthinking lady in the room.
A whole day, because I posted a video and it did not show up. And do you know what? When you have to be really careful, and I'm going to say this because I feel like this is something I've learned. The reason it didn't show up, because when I download Clipchamp, okay, when I download a video, it says untitled video, which means there's no words there. And it's the same with Canva. If you download something on Canva and you've got a title, expect that title to be in the video, and then that affects where your video is on YouTube.
Yes.
It's proven.
Yeah, it's a metadata, isn't it?
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
metadata. Yeah.
A whole day, eh?
Oh,
a whole day
Lord.
trying to work out. And the reason why, and in the end, I realized it was the only time I put a title on Clipchamp. So it wasn't coming out where I was looking or what was in the title and description.
Gotcha.
Yeah, but it took me a day, but I worked it out.
Yeah, I'm a little bit lost on that. Are you saying that your title, you need to save your title inside your video? Is that what you mean?
No, actually, when I watched videos, one of the things that people said, when you download your video from your editing,
she's screaming, file name. It's what you're saying. It's what you're saying. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Untitled. I always make sure everything is untitled, because in the moment that you have something with a file name, that affects where it goes on YouTube. And as I said, it was proven, and I couldn't work out why until I realized that I put a file name on Clipchamp, my editing software. And I was like, and I looked for that in YouTube, and my meditation video came up, and I was like, wow. I was like, it took me a day, but I got there. Yeah. And so I suppose those small things, those lessons, you realize, wow, it really is a whole big, like, I don't know, a spaghetti junction.
Yeah, that's near me in Birmingham. Spaghetti junction. Yes. I see what you mean.
Sorry.
Yeah, because I have you noticed like a difference? Do you put the exact same keywords in your file name and your title on YouTube?
I don't use a file name.
Oh, you don't
use a file name. Everything I do, even in Canva, because this happened to me as well with my thumbnail, if my Canva has a title, which happens a lot because I have like 200 thumbnails. I'm a thumbnail queen in a bad way. And I literally delete every title that I download, because otherwise, for some reason, it affects where the video goes. And so with file names, Canva, everything is untitled. So basically, when it goes onto YouTube, it's uploaded, it's a blank slate. It's only what I put in, like in the description. And that's what happens.
Okay. So sorry, I didn't get that. No. Then you don't have a file name. Like, no. If you like I always put like the name how to stop overthinking, for example.
Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah. So you don't do that?
No. And everybody tells you, all of the gurus tell you to put a file name. But like I said, I never put a file name. I did it once. And when I did it, I couldn't find my video on YouTube because it only came up on the file name that was given in my editing software. So I feel like no file name, then I feel like it just gives, I don't know if it's true. That's just my experience. But I do feel like it then gives your video the reach from your title and description, nothing to do with your file name. And be careful on Canva as well, because on Canva, it comes up when I download a thumbnail, it will say mindfulness, and it automatically does its own file name. And I've realized that over the last week. So I've gone back and I've changed that's what I was doing yesterday, changing all of my thumbnails.
That's so strange, because I think I had like better exposure when I put like keywords in the file name. Like, yeah, I don't know. That's weird.
Yes, and
Reva, I don't know. Keywords, I think, is important. Sorry.
Yeah, exactly. I always put like the best keywords in the file name.
Same here. Yeah.
I don't know. It was just my personal experience.
If that works for you, Marie, if it's working for you, it's working for you. And that just shows it, doesn't it? There's so much information around, and it is about testing what works for you and
trial and error.
It was by accident. Like I said, it was the file name. I put a file name on the editing software. It came out on my video. When I tried to find, because I always upload a video, look for my video, and if I type in the keywords from my title, it should come up. But it didn't come up in a whole day, like I said. And what was the reason for that? I realized was because the title from the thumbnail, from the software editor that had come
Yeah.
up, and
Yeah.
that was what it came under.
Gotcha.
So
That
you're
was my
saying that-
experience.
Yeah. So you're saying that
Interesting.
when you went to YouTube, you were trying to find your video. Did you just go to like, do you go to an incognito or something? Like, do you sign
No,
out?
if you just go into YouTube and just look for 5-minute
title of your
guided
video?
meditation,
Right.
5-minute guided meditation, grounding, for example, or whatever,
Okay.
and look for it and see where your video comes up. It's almost like internal research to see where you are. Do you come up with those videos? Because I mean, meditation, there are thousands of videos. So
Yeah.
like, you know, do I come up with the other meditation videos? What does my thumbnail look like? What do I, you know, I know that the video is good, but obviously how does it present itself to other people, you know? I don't know. I find it quite interesting, that
Yeah, it
side
is.
of it.
It's
It
all
is, yeah.
fascinating, honestly.
Think if it appears in the same way when you are logged into your YouTube, or as you said, Karen, when you're in a
Incognito.
I can say that name. Because I feel
I
that
don't know.
yeah, I when I log, because I have another I don't do anything, but I have another account, a YouTube account, and then it always looks different. Yeah, so I'm wondering if it's the same like when you're logged into your YouTube. That's interesting also.
Yeah, so we've got Reva's gone and
I
said when
don't
you
know. I
upload
always-
by Studio app, there's no file name. When you upload to the Studio website, it'll grab your file name. And Khalil is saying add keywords in your YouTube Studio under tags.
Yeah.
And Reva's saying topic
tags, yes, no.
keywords. Yeah.
There's so much
don't know,
advice
it's a
out there. It's
personal
really
experience.
overwhelming, isn't it?
Yeah.
I've definitely been overwhelmed by a lot of.
So, Mary,
a
I'm
lot
not
of
sure I
gurus.
understood. Sorry, what you explained. Sorry, I had to pop 2 seconds. I drink a lot
No,
of
don't
coffee.
worry. Tell me.
So, you don't use the file name. So, what do you use then? Do you use your title instead? Like when
No,
you
I just don't. I literally, when
put
I
anything.
download from ClickChamp, untitled video, and that's it.
And you just upload the MP4 as untitled video.
Untitled video, the thumbnail and my video, because otherwise I've seen that it's had an influence on where my video has gone. Because like I said, I always look for my video after the upload, and it might not be at the top, but it comes up with all the other videos under manifestation, for example. It's there. And that day that I couldn't find it, and I spent a day, embarrassing, but I did spend a whole day, and that was what happened. And I realized in the end, when I kind of finally got to that point, and I realized that when I had downloaded my video from ClickChamp, that there was a file name which I had put there. I don't know why, you know, when you do these things and you just do it and you just think, why the hell would I do that?
There's a lot of decisions to make, right? Is it?
Yeah, but I mean, you know, don't change anything if it's not, you know, if something's working, don't change anything, basically. I think that's kind of my motto. And I realized, so what I did is I took that file name, which wasn't exactly the same as my title and description, and voila, I found it on YouTube.
I do the contrary now. I was doing what you were doing, and what I've learned is, I don't know, Marv, you said something about metadata earlier.
I think that's what they call it.
Yeah, like SEO or whatever. So now I'm putting my title inside the file name, would be my title in my software in CapCut. So when you upload to YouTube, it's already the title there. Because if it comes under like a named or, you know, no name there, right?
Yes.
What I've learned is that when you already put like the subject that you're talking on that video is the file name, it works as, you know, tags on your video. It already tell the algorithm that the video is about mindfulness, the video is about that and that, right? And so even, you know, sometime if you have what's the name? TubeBuddy or the other one, vidIQ, automatically they will subject like titles, you know, a better title, because you've already have something that is exactly about the video. They will also offer you tags because they read your video and the title to offer tags and all of that. So that's what I do. I would actually put my title in the file name. And
and you've got the big thumbs up there from Reva.
Yeah,
That's
that's
what
what I
I do
do.
as
It's a
well.
metadata thing. Yeah. But so it's interesting then if we do that, and it's interesting to see that actually what works the opposite, it works for you, Marie.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
that shows
Maybe
you.
it's because it's meditation videos and
Yeah,
there's so
might be.
many of them, and obviously, you know, each one, I don't know, I found that I've had to really kind of make sure that my title, my description, playlist description, everything is very united, everything is very joined. It's really important. But that's for me with the niche that I now have. I didn't do this when I was blogging, so I can't really kind of comment on that, you know. But it is fascinating all the same, you know.
Yeah, it is.
It is.
Yeah, you might have it
Yeah.
there actually, Marie, about it being something kind of unique to your niche.
It might be. I
Yeah.
don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's
Groovy.
what happened.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
what, anyway, I don't know.
So do you like follow a system? I was reading Riva. No, it's not overwhelming. You just follow the system. You guys,
Work
I have
it.
to go download the system, Riva system.
Yeah,
do you guys have a system
Yeah,
that you
I
you
do.
always do the same? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
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 Totally into it now.
Yeah.
But
What about you, Pernilla? Do you have a system?
Yeah, I have a system. Yeah.
So what are we talking about? Like, let's just, like, I'm sitting there thinking, do I have a system? So if we were to like
Do you
break
have
it
a
down
system?
into 5 or 6, well, we probably, but what do we actually mean when we say a system? Let's talk about that. Like, what would step 1 be? Let's say, would we make the video? Let's say we've got the video made.
It's like a process, isn't it?
I research first. I research to
Yes,
figure
we
out
research
what
it. Let's say we make
making.
our video.
I research what's popping, in my niche, and do I feel I want to make something my own? So I have to kind of feel, is this right? And I weigh that up also with what I'm feeling I want to make. Like I just done
Oh, I
a
love that.
mini career series about career changing because I've changed careers 6 times. So I've just done a mini series that I'm eking out across, like I've scheduled across a couple of weeks. So that was like, because that's something I know about, and I just felt I want to try that. And then it's I kind of title and thumbnail them out. What are my facts? So it's 1 point in each video. So what point do I want to make in each video, and what could I title it, and what my thumbnail is, what my thumbnail could be. And then I wrote them all and shot them all and edited them all, got them all ready together, and have scheduled them all. But yeah, it's I finally got around to idea first, the visuals and the title, and then just trying to figure out what storytelling I can offer in there, and what the value is in the script. Yeah.
You know,
Okay.
what
I think that's.
Oh, sorry, go on, Marv.
Somebody go.
Go on, Marie.
I was just gonna quickly ask the thumbnail, because that was something that Karen mentioned in the video last night with the girls from America, ladies, sorry. And
I call them girls most of the time. Yeah, we call each other
I call them
girls.
And
We call
they're
each other
talking
girls,
about
yeah.
the thumbnail. I have to have my thumbnail done first, because otherwise I could spend hours. You too.
Yes, me too.
That's what I wanted to say, Marie. So
Yes, you too. Thumbnail first. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It took
So
me
what
2 years
thumbnail
to
first
understand
before idea?
No, when
No,
you have
before idea. Idea, thumbnail.
Yeah, that's it. Idea thumbnail. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's
that.
it.
Yeah.
Karen,
I mean,
what do you do?
Isn't that supposed to be best practice? Hey, a lot of people talk about that being best practice. I think I knock up the thumbnail after the video, like all us girls last night were saying that we do that too, which is not ideal. Kelly said 6 times she just successfully changed
That's my
careers.
career changes.
Six times is good.
It's bonkers, but yeah.
but
And
that's
clearly,
so
if your topic is a hot topic that's trending, you'll be joining the traction. If your content is not a trend now, it will be when it is a trend. Yeah, so do you guys do you guys do a bit of a mixture of looking for something trending, or do you sort of do evergreen, or just, how do you decide sort of like the trending topic?
that, like Marv, and this sounds really weird because I do meditation videos, but like Marv said, like, how am I feeling? And I often make the meditation videos that I need to hear. Does that make sense?
Yeah,
Oh, that's amazing.
that's beautiful. Yeah,
That's amazing.
yeah.
And I don't kind of realize I'm doing it, but I'm like, oh, I think I needed to hear that one. And I
Yep.
think I needed to hear it all day while I meditated.
Because that's
Yeah.
coming from your heart, isn't it? It's like,
Yes.
Yeah.
and if you're thinking it, how many thousands or millions of other people are thinking the same thing and need the
Exactly.
same thing?
Yeah.
Oh, yes. So Khalil, the odd one out here, do the video first, come up with the title after. Yes, me too. I know that's our little. It's not good. I don't think so, but I mean, I do it.
I don't think there is any right or wrong. I think everybody has their own process, their own way of doing things that works for them. No,
Yeah, and you
I
know,
don't know.
some of those things can just like change, can't they?
I mean, I'm very indecisive in general. Like my thumbnails can take me all day, and then I can probably change them 20 times after I've uploaded as well. You might kind of see something changing, and that's me with the indecisiveness. So if I've got the thumbnail first, I can kind of relax and make the rest of the video. If I don't have the thumbnail, I literally am kind of anxious, I think, with it. So yeah.
Usually I did the thumbnail like after the video for my last video, but I had like the text. I knew what I wanted to say, but then I just put a picture from the video.
That's it, Pernilla. Yeah, you got the concept, but
Exactly.
then yeah.
And I have thumbnails for like later videos. I have too many. I think I have like 6 thumbnails of ideas videos that I want to do. So yeah. So
wow.
Yeah.
So the other thing too is if you've already made the thumbnails, are you wearing the same clothes in your thumbnails as you are on your video?
Not always.
Like,
always.
you know,
No, I realize that people don't care. Not always.
People don't care. Exactly right.
Yeah, and it took me like a long time to understand that. But like the reason now why I'm making the thumbnail before, it's because I can link it to the intro, like the little trailer. Sometimes I will put on the phone to hook and have people interested on the video, so it matches. Because I used to do that. I'll do the thumbnail and then I do the video, and the thumbnail doesn't really complement the title or the video, right? So when I do the thumbnail before, it's with the intention to bring because when they click, they click on the thumbnail because they liked it. They need to make sure that when they start the video, it has something to do with that thumbnail.
Exactly.
So that's how I link it. So once I've done the thumbnail, now the trailer, what I call the trailer, is like the 30-second on the front of the video. I make sure that it bring them in the video from that thumbnail. So they're not like, I'll come here and that's not the same thing. From there, when they start, they're like, okay, yeah, it's actually what I clicked on.
Yeah. Because we only have like 30 seconds,
Yeah.
Otherwise they will, the thumbnail, it needs to make sense. It's exactly like the 30 seconds need to be like, they know what the video is about. And when they clicked from the thumbnail, they expect it to be like you said, the trailer or
Yeah.
The hook is your hook, isn't it?
Exactly.
Your hook.
I feel like I have such a different experience because I do meditation videos, but I have done blogs as well. But it is a different experience, I think, in that sense. But it is true. The feeling that you get from the thumbnail has to emanate like what the video is going to be about. No.
Yeah.
And for me, I use the background remover in Canva, but also Magic Grab because I love Magic Grab. Isn't it great?
I don't know what Magic Grab does. I've never seen
it grabs anything you want off of Marv loves it.
I love them too much.
I've never used it. Honestly,
oh my God, you just have to use it.
Yeah, I'll have to use it. What does it do? It takes
Marv,
it out,
explain. You explain. You explain so much better.
So, and Marie, you know where I got this from? Vanessa Lau. Vanessa Lau does a absolutely banging tutorial on thumbnails in one of her videos, and that's where I just went. I got to up my thumbnail game, and I followed what she did. So she shows how to use these.
Great.
Yeah.
So you can, I'll cut my body out of the frame. and put it aside in another Canva block, and then I'll manipulate the background or blur the background that is left, and then you can put yourself back in that image.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'll put a layer over the background to make it a bit darker. Then I'll put myself back in the frame, and then you can then mess around with the filter. The filter on Canva is crazy, so you can make yourself stand out a bit more, give yourself an outline or whatever, and then put your words in and stuff. And that's what the magic grab does. You can pull yourself out of it, or if you don't want to use your background, you can remove the background and leave yourself in the frame.
Yeah.
Two really incredible, super clever tricks. And
It's
even though a few people are watching my videos, I'm really proud of my thumbnails, man, because I just think
go for
they're
it.
looking, I think they're popping.
Your baby.
They are popping.
And I'm like, and I make
I'm
the
still
text
going to watch
so
that
big.
video. Yep. Ruth
I'll
is
find
staring
it.
by it.
Send it through, and the Ruth has said, yeah, I watched that one after watching you. I think I posted somewhere in one of my videos. This is what I used. Yeah, Vanessa's just.
I haven't seen her video, but I have to say the magic grab for me, because I need a background, and sometimes I love the background, but I don't necessarily want the person that's sitting in that background, because obviously I've got meditation video, so I like to put a person on there, not me, but just a person. And that's the other thing as well, like trying to find normal looking, and this sounds really weird, and this is something that's been going through my head, to make sure that the people on my thumbnail,
right?
No, not people with big boobs and, cinched in waist. No offense to anyone who's got big boobs and a cinched in waist, but obviously I'm trying to come away from that look on a thumbnail, because I feel like I want to give women a safe space to be. I've decided that my meditations are not really, well, they are for men if you want to listen to them, but my meditation spaces for women. I feel that's what I kind of like about it. But I want to put normal people on there, so I have to do the magic grab.
I'm so going to play with that.
Brilliant.
It's so much fun.
I will find if I can find the link to the video whilst we're on, or I'll share it somehow, because it's just incredible. Really, it's a part of Vanessa's video where she does all sorts of stuff about just all sorts of YouTube help in one long video, and you can jump to the chapters, and just that in itself, few minutes, was just such an education.
So what about, like, we will probably look to wrap up soon, but Jase, when you are not, you might be typing something, but do tell us about your, is it a retreat that it's called?
I'm excited.
Yeah. Well, I like adventure, and I like trying many things. I've been to India several times for weight loss retreat and so many things. And I wanted something near home, and I always wanted to speak less and listen more, and trying to be quiet, And I've been looking for actually, I didn't know silent retreat existed, but I went to, there's a website that I go often to check for, weight loss retreat and things like that. And that came up, a silent retreat. And I said that was just a godsend. It was perfect. So I booked myself on that retreat, guys. I didn't know anything about silent retreat. I go head first, booked myself there.
I love it. I love it.
Silent retreat.
It was brilliant. Like, it was you really took us through the whole thing, and it was lovely to hear from you, just all the things that you were saying. I just really want to clear out,
Yeah, because,
really want something for me.
And Marv, I did love your video. I watched a few of them. And when you come to that age, being 50 and etc., there sometimes you crossroad. What's next? My kids are big, they still need me, but I want to be me now, do my own things. I raised my kid and looked after my husband, but I want to be about me. But in the house, it's difficult to concentrate on yourself, because there's everyone, and even the house speak to you. I've been here for 23 years. Guys, don't you know that, you're here, you're doing your own thing, and the dishes are calling you. You find yourself suddenly standing there and washing the dishes. Oh, now there's close to you can't be quiet at home. So I booked myself there to recenter myself, to also, my weight have been something that I've been battling my entire life. And so I want to understand, because I think it's more than just food. It's spiritual, it's mental. There's something, there's some healing that I need to do.
Isn't it?
So going there, because for the whole day, for 7 days, you don't talk. It's silent. You sitting. The schedule is crazy. We
It's
wake up at
crazy.
4:30. We go to bed at 9. We have 6 sitting sessions of 45 minutes. Quiet. You don't move. We have 3 or 4 45-minute walks, but they're slow walks. Um, you only eat breakfast and lunch, but very light and vegan. You don't eat in the evening. They give you a drinks, because it's a bit like being in a meditative and like fasting, to be able to concentrate within you and not have your system digesting too much food, right? And it's quite. Yesterday, I went with my daughter in the park to sit for 45 minutes to see if I could do it, because it's difficult to sit 45 minutes without moving, and you have to do that 6 time 45 minutes during that day, and you have to walk and you have yoga. It's intense. And I was reading YouTube, a lot of YouTubers that went on that, because I never done that before. Some couldn't spend one day and they left. But the testimony that I heard is it changed a lot of people. It helped them really clear their mind and find focus on, or whatever they were looking for. It helped them concentrate within themselves. So I'm going next week.
Wow.
Where
So
is it? Where is it, Jase? Because it sounds incredible.
I'm gonna.
it's in the south. It's in the south. I can DM you. I can DM you and give it to you. Yeah,
Wow.
it's in the south. I'm going really like for because there was different prices. I went for the lowest one because we just bought a new house selling this one, and we're moving within a month. So I went for the cheapest price. So you bring your own tent, and it's in the field. It's
Wow.
in the field. So it's really going back to basics. I need to bring my torch. So because if I want to go to the toilet at night, guys, I haven't been in a camp I haven't camped
Jase, you a
for
brave girl.
50
You are
years.
brave.
I know.
50
Didn't you
years.
say that you and your daughter were literally going to go and pull out the tent just to
Yes.
see if it could get put up and I don't know.
Exactly. We go do it today. Just after, like, I got myself ready to go in the garden, open the tent, and see if I can open and put that tent together. First by myself, and see if my daughter will help me, because I'm not sure they will let my daughter come in.
Right.
As
Yeah.
when you arrive, they take your phone, all your electronics.
Wow.
Yeah, you're not talking. You don't talk to your neighbor. You don't talk to anybody. Even if you come to with, let's say, your partner or your daughter, you're not allowed to share a tent, because you need to be silent during the 7 days.
I talk to myself. How would that work?
Yeah.
Are you allowed to have like a pen and some paper?
I'm hoping so, because I want to bring my journal and my pen so I can
Right.
journal daily. Yeah.
Because I'm telling you, you're going to have some amazing revelations. So you
Okay.
need a pen, because when
Thank
you are
you.
alone with your thoughts,
Yeah.
because we always have these impressions of you, like you just described, just the dishes and the sounds and everyone,
Yeah.
So this is going to be an amazing experience, and I hope you can bring your pen, because you will have all of these like,
Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah.
you can forget some of them, so a pen is so good. I hope
I would
I
love
love
to
that
hear
Pernilla.
about it when you get back, Jase.
Yes.
I
We'll
will.
definitely have a reconnect.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
totally.
I will definitely share that with you guys. I'm really looking forward to it, but I'm also afraid, because you have to face your fear. You have to face
Yeah.
whatever you have within you, because 7 days you don't talk. You do not talk. There's consultation that you can have. You have to pay a private conversation to see somebody that can consult you if you want to. That's the only time maybe that you be allowed to, because you can't talk to your neighbor. You can't talk to anyone around.
Are you
And
scared?
no
Are you
distraction.
scared
yeah,
that you might
No
accidentally
distractions.
talk?
I am scared that I may sometimes I sleep and then I talk in my sleep. And I wake up the family. I don't want to be kicked out to the retreat.
Oh my gosh.
But
I talk in
man,
my sleep all the time as well. I just talk too much, really. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
But
I'm
And
so interested to hear what it'll
that's
be like.
incredible.
what I'm most scared of is like I'm not fit, but they reassured me that it's for everyone. It's not about fitness. It's not about knowing how to do yoga and the poses. It's really reconnecting with yourself. It's called the Vipassana, technique. So yes, it sounds incredible, and a lot of people have been going to these retreats so many every year because it brings something to them.
Yeah.
Jase, you're so courageous, honestly, because a lot of what you said there, I'm not sure I could do, but I appreciate the power of the silence and being with your thoughts and allowing what you need to hear to be spoken to you.
Yeah.
That is so powerful. So can't wait to hear how you get on with that, honestly.
Yeah.
So how was the 45 minutes?
And I think, as Pernilla said, make sure paper and pen.
Definitely, yeah. I have my little book. The 45 minutes was fine. Well, if I cross my legs, you get numb at some point. So I'm hoping that we can move, at least, rearrange ourselves, right? But I managed to do the 45 minutes. The walking was challenging for me. For a long time, I get like tired. But they say it's really like slow pace because you're not eating a lot.
Yeah.
It's really another way to meditate and walk in the wood. But they're not like nobody's running or anything. So I think it's gonna be okay, and I think I will challenge myself. And I'm walking daily now, even 30 minutes, just to get my bit easy.
Yes.
And I will reduce my food as well from tomorrow. So I have a week so I'm not going there because I'm diabetic. So I'm not going there, and then so I'm gonna try out whatever I'm gonna do there to make sure that it's not foreign when I arrive and my body's shocked.
Yeah,
So,
good.
yeah.
So you've got some good prep in place, Jase.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
I'd be worried
what
about the
you said-
food thing.
Me too, massively.
But but really,
Yeah.
What Jase said about I think what Jase said about food, it's never about the food. I really resonate to what you said there. I'm overweight, and I wasn't, but I am now. And it's not about the food. It's emotional. It's something that's inside. And I feel like that's what happens sometimes. And we have to be quiet to find out what that is.
Yeah.
And
Completely
I think it's
agree.
incredible what you're doing.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Incredible.
Jase, please
Have your
send me the
paper and pen,
details,
like
babe.
Pernilla said.
Yeah.
I will definitely. I'll DM you the details later.
Amazing.
Yeah, we're expecting big, huge things when you come back. We really want you to come back with like a full-length feature film.
Oh my God.
3 books, 5 YouTube channels. No, we're just teasing you.
Yeah.
So is there anything else? Like, that's a lovely way to take us out, actually. I'll just quickly make sure that I'll pop everyone's, doing things out of your comfort zone. Absolutely, Khalil.
Yeah.
I did that as a child growing up. Took a pen and a book, no one else. Locked myself away from all the noise to hear my own voice.
Wow.
Beautiful. So beautiful, Khalil. Yeah.
Yeah.
Your food is a comfort, can be. Thank you so much, Ruth. And we are letting everyone go so they can get on with their lives. So, ladies, it was just amazing, beautiful pleasure. And just thank you to everyone who has come on and just kept us company tonight, right?
I have goosebumps. Thank you so much.
It has been
we're going to have to do it
fun.
again. We're going to have to do it again. Like, honestly, I really, really mean it. Like, if you guys are sort of up for just doing them on Sunday nights or doing it during a weekend or whatever, I'm so up for that because it's fun. It's a great chat and it's not hard. We don't, there's nothing arduous about it, but it's fun. I found this really, really fun.
It is fun, I think. And I do apologize if I've interrupted and spoke out of turn. Like you, Jase, well, not like you, but I think I could do with going on a retreat because I'm an over talker. My reports at school said she talks too much all the time. So
Yep.
No.
That's the
That's
one.
your friend, Mary. By the way, I do a Sunday live, and I'd like to have each one of you, like one at a time, to talk about your channel and something,
Wow.
So Yeah,
Oh God, I'd love
that's the
that.
great
Thank
thing
you.
about community, like collaboration. Cas, that's amazing. To
Yeah.
have everyone on one platform and sharing.
Oh,
And
definitely,
more friends.
Yeah.
So
absolutely.
yeah,
And we'll do them again. And honestly, I mean, you are really inspirational. That
Yes.
Jase, just the amount of lives that you've done and everything. I mean, was it like a 45-minute live? Your one talking about your silent retreat. And you just went through the whole thing. You said, this is the food, this is the routine, this is the prep. These are the things that I'm, a little bit worried about, and I'm sort of
yes,
dealing with. And then I literally said to the family, I was telling my husband about it. I said, and Jace goes, and this is the like super bougie tent. It looked really like an
yeah,
Instagram photo with the little candles and the light and everything. And you
yeah,
go, and that was like hundreds and hundreds of pounds, and
yeah.
then you go, boop, and you pop up your little tent and you go, but this is my
That's me.
tent. And I'm going, yeah, because you know what? And you go, yes, it'd be lovely to have all that stuff, but you can't take the accommodation with you, can you?
No.
Anyway, and I mean,
Yeah,
it just moved. I mean, gosh,
Oh.
everyone's got other things to do with hundreds and hundreds of pounds when you'll be absolutely heaps of clothes. You're still in a tent, right? Whether it's bougie and white tent or it's your own
yeah.
little pop-up.
You're still in the tent. Yeah.
Has everyone slept in a tent before? I slept in a tent in the middle of summer in Spain once, and I didn't sleep. It was awful. But that's in the middle of Spain. I think it's quite different. But yeah, it was
All right,
horrible.
Pernilla's
It
looking like
was.
a camping girl.
It's horrible.
I did a long time ago with my kids and my best friend. We used to. Oh, when I say we used to, that's
Yeah.
not true. We did it maybe 3 or 4 times in the
Okay.
past. So it's been over 15 years that I haven't
Oh,
been
wow.
on a tent. But
How many? 15 years.
yeah, it's been a while. It's been like my kids were small then. So that would be something. Oh, yes, we went to a concert like the 80s. There was a 80 music with,
Oh,
I forgot the names.
lovely.
And yes, we slept in the tent. And yes, it was. But we did glamping though, because we took,
Oh, wow.
camp beds.
Very posh.
Yes.
Very posh. Very posh. Oh, I like it. Glamping.
I'm a big,
Guys, I'm
I'm a
so
big camper.
sorry. I've got to shoot.
can't.
I've got to
Yeah,
shoot.
we're going.
Only
You get to
because
the airport.
I'm looking at the time and going, oh.
We've got this, girl.
Like,
Thank you so much, ladies. We'll all be on touch on the email.
Thank you.
Thank you for your
Definitely.
precious time, and have a great rest of your day.
Thank you, Karen. Thank you.
Thank you, guys. That
Bye.
was nice.
Bye.
Love
meeting
you
you.
all. Bye.
Bye.
Marv
It's
too.
been awesome.
Bye, Pernilla.
Bye.
I don't even know how to come out. Bye, everyone.